You're good. Wouldn't be a stream without something going silly wrong.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, I feel good that it was me and I got it out of the way. So nothing could go wrong now.
Ooh, why did you say that?
Because
Ooh.
Why?
I am.
Why would you do that to anyone involved?
This is what I'm like. Sorry.
God.
Boy.
My
Hi
internet's
everyone,
gonna fall
I'm
out of the
Jason. The
sky
channel is
now.
It's Probably Okay, and we're here doing a fundraiser one shot today for the Trevor Project, hoping to raise as much money as we can. We've started out with this $1,000 goal. Would love to blow right past that if possible. We have prizes to give out. If you haven't seen those, we've got 3 codes for the Fate Starter Bundle on Roll20. We have 2 gift cards for Drive Through RPG. Our top donor of the day is going to get their pick of one of those things, and then the others will be random draw. And that's it. We're here to have a good time and take names and chew bubble. I don't know. I lost the thread of that. And this is not my show, not my bus. So I am going to hand it over to Brent, who's GMing for us today. And I'm going to just Homer Simpson fade into the hedges. And I'll see you in chat today. I'm the moderator now.
Thanks, Jason. I feel like I'm in really good hands. Hi, everyone. My name is Brent. Some of you may know me as Dorklord Canada on Twitter and other places. And yeah, I'm going to be running a game of I Hunt the RPG today. Before I talk a little bit more about that, though, I want to have our players introduce themselves. So I'm going to start with my top right hand and go clockwise. Persephone.
Hi everyone, I'm Persephone or Persephorath online. I'm a TTRPG content creator, a video game streamer, cosplayer, and other stuff. You can find me at Persephorath everywhere online, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch especially. If there isn't a Persephorath there, either I don't have a profile or I don't want you to find it.
Awesome. Alrighty. I am Candy. I am the executive producer of the Dicey Amazons Twitch channel. We do TTRPG games, talk shows, video gameplay, some of everything. Let's see. Other than that, I like to guest on other TTRPG shows and have fun with a whole lot of people in the community. You can find us at Dicey Amazons pretty much everywhere, on all the socials and on Twitch as well.
Excellent.
Oh, you're muted.
You're still muted. There we go. I know what I'm doing. I'm good at this, I promise. I'm Kimmy. I go by Golden Lasso Girl on pretty much all social media. And I stream a lot with the Happy Jacks RPG podcast and streams there, where I also like run all the spreadsheets and back end stuff. I also am a game designer at goldenlassogames.com. So I come up with cool tabletop games to play, which is lots of fun. And yeah, that's all about me.
Sweet. Hi, I'm Abria Iyengar. I'm a TTRPG streamer and game dev and the CMO of Dice Envy, e-commerce dice shop. I feel like that was just kind of what the thing implied. Yeah, and I'm super excited to get out here and raise some funds for Trevor Project. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, we are here to raise funds for the Trevor Project today. If you type !TTP into chat, you will get the link to the donation page. You can use that at any time. You can also get more information about the Trevor Project there. It is also Black History Month. If you type !BLM into chat, you can get links to links for Black Lives Matter and various other projects. And if you go to my Twitter thing and go into my pinned tweet, because I'm running this in from Canada, you can find Canada-specific links for Black Lives Matter and that sort of stuff. So please do check that out. I want to take a second to thank our sponsors today. Roll20, a fabulous virtual tabletop site, for donating some prizes to the cause, as well as Machine Age Publishing for their support of this program. They've been great all the way through this. And I just want to say thank you so very much for showing your love for our show today. What else do we want to talk about? So this is iHunt, the role-playing game. It is based on the Fate RPG. And so for those of you not familiar with Fate, Fate uses specialized dice with a plus, a minus, and a blank side twice on a 6-sided die. I probably could have explained that better, but there you go. That'll generate a number between -4 and +4, and that's the mechanic we will use for pretty much everything throughout the game. iHunt specifically uses something called the edge dice, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. And this is very much a narrative focused game, so we will do a lot of talking and a lot of the players sort of telling me how they want to do what they're doing, and we'll figure out pluses and minuses and how things will work out on the fly. But I think that is, safety tools. We are using lines and veils. And I already have that information available to me. We are also using the X card during this stream, so that at any points, if we stray into territory the players would rather not talk about or deal with, they can put an X into chat for me, and we will immediately shift over to something else. And I highly encourage you for your home games, if you're not already using safety tools, to please do so. Okay. So this is iHunt Under the Influence. In the iHunt universe, iHunters are gig workers. They are often the sort of marginalized of society, and just like Uber drivers and delivery drivers and everything else, they are filling a need that has come up in our late stage capitalist society. They are taking jobs, hunting monsters to make ends meet. That is how things usually go for iHunters. Every once in a while, however, something wonderful comes along, and they get what's called a corporate gig. And corporate gigs are beautiful because they pay really well. They're often low stress. And one such gig has come to these iHunters. So I want to go around again and just have each of you introduce your character. Tell me a little bit about your iHunter. And talk a little bit about why your character absolutely needs this corporate gig. And we'll start again with Persephone.
Hi, I'm Layla. My friends call me Lala, and I'm a beauty influencer mainly. I have about, 500,000 subscribers, but that doesn't really pay for my lifestyle as much as it should, and I have medical bills to pay for. These were not cheap. So I've had to take up hunting monsters on the side, which has actually worked into my YouTube career because, I can destroy a monster with perfect makeup and not look a mess after, and people seem really interested in that. I'm totally just all about chill vibes and just, putting on a good show.
Hi, I'm Luna. I always wear a wolf mask, so you never see my face. No one actually knows who I am. I currently am in need of some funds because two of my five roommates have decided to get married and move out on their own. And so now we're down, we've been down past couple of months on rent. And so we're super behind, and I really need a big payment to be able to catch up on that. And hopefully we can find some new roommates as well. Other than that, in my real life, I do work for iHunt. I'm one of the IT drones. And sometimes that might be a good thing because sometimes I can kind of get some of the better jobs.
Hi, I am Skylar Crash, and I am a musician. And I have I have real followers. So I only, it's 22,000, not as big as some other, but they are real. And this Sunday night, I am playing at the Galaxy Theater. So if you are available on Sunday, please come see my show. It will be interpretive guitar playing. It's fantastic. And I hunt to help inspire art and also make rent. And yeah, it's for the art.
Sweet. Hi, my name is D. Everyone calls me Dr. DFib over here on TikTok, where I spend all of my time giving you the health facts that you may or may not need to live in a world where capitalism has made healthcare just about impossible. I personally use iHunt to pay my way to get in and get through medical school so I can be a real doctor instead of just one on social media. But either way, I feel like I'm helping people and saving lives, and I'm getting really good at these TikTok dances. Whatever it takes to listen, please don't put that there in your body. Thanks.
Excellent. So about 2 weeks ago, each of you received an invitation to a corporate gig directly from iHunt. You were selected out of all of the hunters that they had on file to go and help a company called Sigma Eros. Sigma Eros Executive Training. iHunt takes place in a world where monsters are real, and there is such a thing as the hungry dead. We don't use the Z word, but there are a variety of different hungry dead in the world, some occurring naturally, some more man-made, let's say. Sigma Eros, having identified a problem, immediately turned that into a solution. They specialize in very high-level executive team building exercises. And they've decided that zombie hunting is the next big thing in team building. The four of you have been hired to bring your influencer talents to this very first soft launch of their training program. While you were there, they would like you to do a number of videos talking about, just basically using your reach. They had a very hello fellow kids moment and decided to hire all of you. Luna, your reason for being there is slightly different, given that iHunt doesn't really know that you are who you are. iHunt wants somebody from iHunt to sort of check out this soft launch. They're considering, this is a potential big partnership for them, and they just want someone who isn't going to get sort of like smoke blown up there in other regions, to check things out and make sure that things are running smoothly. So you got the invitation to go, you packed up your things. You were taking your flight from San Gennaro, California to Seattle. The Sigma Eros compound for lack of a better term, is located in northern Washington state, in an isolated location. And so you fly into Seattle and then are almost immediately scooped up and put on a helicopter out to that location. It's not that there aren't roads in and out. It's just, they were picking up some executives anyway, and they might as well just fly you in. That was a little over a week ago. You spent the first week there in what can only be described as the most excruciatingly boring orientation for new employees that you have ever had to endure. And you were quickly introduced to Brenda Turnquist, who is the Sigma Eros site director. She almost immediately you got off on the wrong foot. She pretty much lumps you all in with the rest of the staff. And by that, I mean the rest of the servers and cooks. And even though you're there as like highly specialized trainers, and you have had to sit through like a lot of training and fill out more forms than you have probably ever filled out in your life. And then after that first week, the clients of the clients arrived. The inaugural class of the training program arrived. They're a Canadian company, MacGuffin Technologies. Their slogan is, "We make what you're looking for." And you you settle into training these, and your days are pretty much taken up with helping them through classes in the mornings, and then taking them out on like field exercises in the afternoons. There is a range that's sort of set up. If you've seen Men in Black, that's sort of the range that they go through hunting to hunt aliens. Very similar to that. It's an outdoor spot. Things pop out of the walls. Obviously, getting a hold of zombies is expensive. So they're not going to have them shooting zombies right away. They want to get them some training beforehand. So that's sort of what you've been doing with them up to that point. I just want to go around and maybe get an idea from you, some sort of incident or something that you may have wanted to do, because we are sort of like moving forward in time. We're going to start on the middle of the second week that you were there. So is there some incident that either you caused or that you wanted to, or maybe something that you wanted to do in your first week, a contact you wanted to make, or something like that? Just go around. I'll go around, and I'll actually start with Luna this time.
An incident that I caused. Okay. So I would say one of Luna's deals is that like she's fairly popular enough that people want to find out who she is. And so sometimes people get a little too like, like, we're going to take your mask off, or like, we're going to find out who you are. So I'm going to say one of the people that's there like follows Luna and is one of those sort of super fans that really wants to know and be the first person to like unmask Luna. And so they actually tried to in the middle of a training exercise.
Okay.
And unfortunately ended up getting hurt.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's that's sort of a big deal. why don't you go ahead and give me, let's see here. Go ahead and give me a fate check against, and add your grifter to it. Let's see how well you smooth this over.
Okay. One of no, actually no, that works. Okay, so grifter.
Let's talk
That
about the
is-
roles in Fate.
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
For those of us who have never played before.
That's a good idea.
Sure. That is
Yeah,
an
for
excellent
the
idea.
viewers.
Since we are doing our first roll of the game. So as I said at the top, Fate uses a set of 4 Fate dice, each with basically a 6-sided die, but they're specialized with 2 negative, 2 positive, and 2 blank faces. When you roll all 4, that lets you generate a number between -4 and +4. You will then add any sort of skills that you may have, and those come in at various levels. You can invoke aspects, things like, well, is there an aspect that you might want to invoke for this one, Luna?
Let's see. No, I think I'm good with just the roll on this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Invoking aspects allows you to add a bonus to the roll. You can completely re-roll. You can invoke on behalf of somebody else, so it doesn't have to be you. If you feel that you can fit yourself into that scene and help out another player, then you can by all means invoke one of your aspects to do that. Aspects are a double-edged sword. I can use them to compel actions from the players. If the player agrees with what I'm suggesting as a compel, they get a fate point. And they can also say, no, I don't like that. And that's totally cool. We go ahead with things as they are and go on there. All of the aspects generally have a free invoke. Once you have invoked them, use that free invoke, however, you have to spend fate points in order to invoke them again. And the only other thing is you can't invoke the same aspect on the same roll more than once. Sorry, you can't pay a fate point to invoke the same aspect. If you have multiple free invokes, you can use that. So that is a little bit about how the fate dice work in the game and how we will do our checks. In this case, I'm doing, this is just a static check. So I have a target number that you're rolling against. It's also possible, especially in combat, to be rolling against, doing opposed rolls against your target. So, all right. So what did you get on your roll?
I got a 1.
Okay. And that includes your adding your grifter?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So you have a moment where, yeah, you get called into Ms. Turnquist's office after this incident. The executive in question is embarrassed enough by the whole situation that they don't really want to make a big deal of it. However, word has gotten around and Ms. Turnquist is not terribly happy with you. So you get pulled into this office and she closes the door and she's like, yes, take a seat.
Okay.
Apparently something happened out on the training range today.
Yeah. One of the attendees decided they wanted to know who I am in real life and tried to take off my mask. Unfortunately, it was in the middle of a training thing, and so they ended up getting a bit hurt. I'm really sorry that that happened.
I'm more concerned that you're okay. You're a valuable and skilled employee, and I want to make sure that you're well looked after. I hope that we can put this event behind us. I'm going to make an entry into your file. There will be a little bit extra at the end of in addition to your per diem, and of course, I'm hoping that as long as your work stays exemplary, that you will receive your 5-star rating at the end for the completion bonus.
Oh,
The
wow. Okay.
No, I was just going to say the executive feels absolutely horrible about what happened, but we have sent Mr. Norton home. We don't feel it's he violated the terms of his contract, his training contract, and so for the safety of everyone, we've just asked him to leave.
Wow. Thank you. Yeah, I'm surprised. Thank you so much. I can't wait to continue this adventure. It's been a lot of fun so far. And so I'm excited to get back out there.
Thank you. I trust we can count on your discretion in this matter.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Excellent.
Discretion is, kind of what I do.
Thank you.
All right.
You can go.
I stand up and sorry, I stand up and leave.
Excellent. All right. I guess we're going counterclockwise. D, Dr. D Fib. What is something that stands out, or what is something that stands out for you from the first week?
I think for D specifically, like even though she has like a pretty chill brand as just like an advice sort of parental healthcare figure, going out and actually like getting reps while training, she's deeply brutal. And I think there's maybe been a complaint or two that she's trying too hard and like taking the exercises a little too seriously, and just sort of jacking up surroundings and training dummies and just more than expected.
Yeah, so I should talk a little bit about the training facility itself. It is essentially like a 5-star hotel crossed with a community college, and then for atmosphere, it's like all clad in northwest forest like frontier. So it all looks like their best guess at what an actual log cabin and stuff would look like, but inside everything is and that is reflected somewhat in the training facilities as well. And yeah, you have been a lot of grumbling from like the service staff who have to go out and repair the training grounds, not to mention the executives that you've been rough handling. Yep.
Sounds like that's a name tag problem and not my problem.
Exactly. Yeah, go ahead and give me. Let's see how badly you jacked somebody up. Go ahead and give me. Well, what would you like to use for this? Do you want to use fighter? Do you want to use?
Yeah, let's use fighter.
Okay.
Oh no. Okay, I rolled a -1.
Yep. And then you whatever level your fighter is at.
Yeah. Fighter is at good, so it's +3.
Yep. So you'll add +3 to that roll.
Okay, cool.
And then if you want to invoke any of your attributes or
No, I'm
then you can
good.
do-
Let's just go with the +2.
Okay. So yeah, you get I mean, yeah, you've been a little rough on some people, but they've been, that's sort of the experience they're here for. They're all basically doing like vacationing as eye hunters.
Yeah.
So
That's not even a real fracture. It's like a compound fracture would go through your skin, so I don't know why you're crying so much.
yeah, it's at most a green stick, and
It's
like they just
fine.
should really stop crying about it. But yeah, you encounter like one of the execs, Pearl Bennett. She is just 100% gung-ho. She cannot, like the entire time she's been here, she cannot stop talking about all the Krav Maga classes that she's been like taking, and so she is not respecting boundaries and not respecting, like, she's completely over the top when the two of you spar, and that pushes you to be a little. So yeah, she's a little grumpy now because she has to wear
Eye patch.
a splint. Yeah. But she shoots you dirty glances everywhere anytime she sees you, but she's also not as gung-ho in those training exercises anymore. So problem solved. Let's go to Skylar.
I think that the event that happened with Skylar, she hands out flyers for her gigs, like whenever she's on iHunt gigs.
Yeah.
So at some point, she was like, fighting some monsters and handing stuff out, and accidentally handed out like to some, like, I don't know, whatever, you can decide what type of monsters, like they got a hold of those flyers somehow and decided they wanted some payback for their friends that she'd taken out.
Right.
So they showed up at the gig, and there was like this pandemonium thing that happened because it's like this little like nothing coffee house or club. Like it ends up like there's probably like a bunch of people got hurt who were in the audience. So now she has this really bad reputation with the local venues. Like, I don't know if we want her to come and perform at our place because of this other thing that happened. And I don't know if this was like pre-corporate, hiring. So I don't know. So maybe this is like, oh, okay, I can make money again. Maybe I can, better gigs. So I don't have to worry about it. So maybe I can start getting hired by these venues again or something like that.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. There are so very few music venues that actually, insure themselves against monster attacks, which is really odd. But yeah, you handed out some flyers to the wrong people. That has gone. Now, do you think? Actually, I'm going to say there's probably a few people here who have seen your music TikToks, and are fans.
All my followers are real people.
Even the executives.
I don't know if I could call them fans. I'm sure they're aware of my TikTok presence.
Yeah,
but not everyone gets my music. It's for the art. And
Yeah.
that is code for I'm not very good.
Fair enough. Yeah, so you've been enjoying some notoriety. None of you are dissuaded from hanging out in sort of the lounge after a day's training and things like that. Pretty much the only difference between you and the students who are there is that it is an open bar for the students. If you wish to drink, you will need to buy your drinks. Unless somebody else is. You're getting like very nice room and board, but the company is not going to the extent of like, you know, basically giving you a free pass at the bar. So however, Skylar, you have been making you know, a couple of your fans pretty regularly buy you drinks of an evening. So you're sort of becoming like the popular iHunt teacher.
I cannot see her being super good about giving assignments or grading things either. So you got A's or whatever the equivalent is. I don't know.
Yeah, and that was pretty much your training during your orientation, is that the student aren't fail.
Everyone else getting cut out.
They have to fail forward.
Okay. She's great at the failing forward, and
pretty good job of being able to do that. So
yeah,
both the executives that you're training, as well as some of the fans amongst the staff. And we're back.
Yay!
Sorry about that, everyone. My internet has to come all the way from Canada, and it's a very cold trip. So,
Almost as cold as my heart.
Oh,
is anything as cold as your heart, Persephone?
Well, they haven't figured out a measurement for it yet, so no.
There you go.
No, I like this because I'm here firmly in the like my love can fix/save her camp.
yeah.
It's my personal
Always-
damage. Like,
yeah.
fix you
Yeah.
Oh no,
of a project.
this is like
Yeah.
a heteronormative romance if someone just changed a queer one. Just because, you know?
Yes.
I can fix him. I mean her. I can fix her. Find and replace.
All right. So yeah, just rolling back slightly to make sure I finish off on Skylar. So yeah, Skylar, you are extremely popular with a number of the executives. You were also extremely popular with a number of the people who also work here. How popular do you think you are? Do you take part of, I mean, it goes without saying that this is a corporate retreat and there's like booze flowing. There are karaoke nights. Pretty much every night is karaoke night. You've heard Barrett's Privateers more times than you care to remember, because that is what Canadians sing in bars when they're abroad. It's how you find out if there are other Canadians around. But has Skylar taken part in any of the karaoke nights? And how well do you think Skylar did?
I prefer to perform my original material because it's what speaks from my soul.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she does karaoke and she's pretty good at it. Like,
Okay.
Skylar's thing is she's really great at like mixing stuff to put on TikTok. So like live, she probably shies away from it a little bit because it really isn't super talented musically, but she's great with the mixer and making herself sound great and the auto tune and all those things for TikTok videos. So she probably does some, mostly like when everyone's super drunk. She's very good at like measuring the karaoke acceptance level of drunkenness in the room and like knowing like when to strike. Like this is her moment to sing something pretty popular that's in her range that like will kill at that moment.
Right. Yeah, no, absolutely. Go ahead and give me a die roll.
Okay.
And go ahead and add your grifter. I think that fits into this.
Yeah.
And any other aspects you want to add in.
Okay. So I got -1 plus my grifter, which is 3, so that's a 2. Now the aspects are different than stunts, right?
Yes, you can invoke an aspect. Stunts are very specific and give a very specific bonus.
Okay. No, I'm okay. I left my aspects because I kind of wanted to develop them in game, so I don't have them specified right now.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Things like also remember things like your high concept, your drama, your vision board, your day job are also aspects. So.
Oh, you know what? I will invoke my high concept. That don't you know who I think I am?
Absolutely. You do. Now, when I say invoke that, you can roll the dice, add your bonus, and decide if you want to invoke then. That is something you don't have to invoke ahead of time, because you do have the option of adding a bonus to the die roll and also completely re-rolling if it's that bad.
So I got a 2, so it's not that bad.
Okay. Yeah, a 2 is decent. You, through careful scheduling, keeping track of exactly how sloshed everyone is, and picking the appropriate music. There is a lot of Nickelback on the playlist, and that is always popular with Canadian. I know, but
it's fine. Continue.
You sufficiently impress the crowd with your performance.
Okay.
So yeah, things are feeling pretty positive for Skylar. Layla, what have you been up to the first week?
So, I think the issue that I'm having in the first week is that not enough of my students or whatever are taking me seriously, and I won't actually let them go into the course to shoot anything until they learn proper burial rites for the zombies so they don't come back. They have to follow proper Pew procedure, which is people for the ethical euthanization of undead so that they don't come back. And I think that in one of my little teaching segments where everyone else was taking people out to the field and I was just sort of you have to learn this, you have to learn the basics, yeah, I'm putting lip gloss in the middle class, whatever. You still need to know this. It's just what you need to know. And I think that some CEO got a little bit aggressive and was like, why aren't we out there? Why aren't we doing anything? We paid to be here. And I was just like, well, you're totally killing my vibe. And when he got a little bit handsy, we're going out there now, I broke his hand. So, it's you just sometimes got to put them in their place. I want their money, but I don't need them to touch me,
That is absolutely fair. And you definitely have the skills to break somebody's hand. So I'm not gonna make you actually roll for that. That is a fairly easy thing to do.
It's just like cracking a carrot because all the fingers.
Yeah, pretty much.
Anyone could really do it. It's very simple.
Yeah. Snapping celery, similar thing.
I don't do celery. It makes me retain water weight.
Oh, that's fair. That's absolutely fair. Very similar situation to Luna's. You get called into Ms. Turnquist's office. And she sits you down and she wants to know all about the incident. But very much not that you would necessarily know this unless the two of you talk about it. Very much like Luna's, Ms. Turnquist is very much more concerned about you and how you're doing, and apologizes profusely for the being put upon in this way. That
Quick
is
question.
not how. Yes.
Is this the same woman who's treating us like staff?
Yes. Well, treating you Yeah, treating you like staff in the sense of she is put you all through the same orientation program.
Okay.
At no point was she really talking down to you, but she
Okay.
also wasn't. It's almost like she didn't know who you were until, like, partway through the orientation process.
I see.
But
Mhm.
but right now she is like very concerned, for whatever reason, that you are okay, and also hopefully that this won't you won't be pressing any charges or making a big deal about the situation. She has sent
I
the
mean, I could make a big deal out of this. This is very highly unprofessional, and it's definitely breaking at least a few laws of assault. Like, it isn't okay for people to touch me when I'm working in a professional capacity. So, like, I suggest that you do something to make me feel better about the situation. That would be cute.
You know what? Absolutely. You are
Mhm.
absolutely correct. This is a
Uh-huh.
professional situation and we should take this seriously.
Yes.
She goes to the shelf and pulls down a binder, and takes out some forms and asks you to write out a complaint against the executive, so
I
that
can
they
do
can,
that.
yeah. The
I
executive
want a
has,
copy of this though, because I'll be sending it to my lawyer just in case nothing happens.
absolutely. The executive in question has been sent home. That's not actually surprising considering
Do you
you
also
broke
want a
his hand.
copy of the video? Because I was recording the whole time. I record my classes for posterity so they can review when they go to sleep.
Absolutely. Oh, yes, absolutely. We'd like a copy of that.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
We'll attach that to the file. She seems to be taking it very seriously.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Um,
Thank you so much. Literally, mean none of this is against you, but a girl has to take care of herself and her money.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And of course, um, provided that we take care of this to your satisfaction, I expect that you will see a 5-star rating at the end of this.
Oh, thank you so much. You know, those meeting rings mean so much to me. Yeah, I'll leave a good review on YouTube or something, or
Oh,
Yelp,
well.
whatever.
Oh, thank you. Yes, Abria.
Can I send a text to Lala
Yes.
while this meeting's happening?
Yes.
It just says like, it just pops up like, oh, I found the Starbucks. Do you need some tea? For that vocal fry.
Listen, D. I'm sorry that you have an issue with my voice. It's all being typed out in like
Yeah.
like everything is properly punctuated. But it's not cute to make fun of the way a woman speaks. So like
I'm not making
maybe
I'm not making fun of it. Do you want some tea?
yeah,
And then I take a
soy
picture in
milk,
front of the literal
please.
Starbucks, like it's like some rustic cabin in the woods. I've been walking
Yeah.
for an hour. I found it.
Why did you walk that far?
I don't know. I got bored.
You got bored.
Yeah.
Okay, can I get like soy milk, like, and some sweet and low? That would be great. Thank you. You're the realist.
Sweet. And I send back a pile of emojis that mean nothing. Just, for laughs.
Sorry, I had to take this. It was someone who was very important to me. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, absolutely.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Are we
um,
done?
yes, we're
We're
absolutely
good?
finished.
Okay, I'm
Thank
gonna
you so very
go.
much.
You're no problem. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're so welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Bye. You're
Bye.
welcome.
All right. So that is the past, which brings us to the present. As I said, it is Wednesday morning of the second week that you have been here, and midweek of the training the executives. You are, for once, Layla, your after the handbraking incident, your class has become ever so much more attentive. And so they have actually been allowed to come out on the course this morning.
I'm so proud of all of you.
There's a few moments where they, you sort of like, as you move towards like one of your class, one of your students, they take like an involuntary step back. Like they're all very cognizant of maintaining like a minimum safe distance from you now. So
as they should. A good healthy
Yep.
dose of fear is great in the rich. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But you are out on the training course, and this is the sort of live training course, the pre-zombie hunt training course. You'll be going out to actually hunt zombies on Thursday and Friday. So today is sort of the last day to go through this course, and it's that very typical, they walk through the thing with their weapons, and something like some spring-loaded thing pops out at them and they have to treat it like it's an actual zombie. We've all seen that in movies and things like that. You're sort of perched on a tower that is overlooking the space, so you can see most of the training course. There are some spots that are sort of like out of your view just because at some points they go behind buildings and things like that. You can't see them for a second, but for most of the time they are visible to you. They go through the course in pairs, because part of the training you've given them is that they don't no one zombie hunts alone. Always know where your buddy is. That's useful information, also, so you don't accidentally shotgun them in the back. But so there are two people going through the course right now, Bryson and Lukita. And
Wait,
they
you sent someone named Bryson with someone named Lakita?
Yes.
That was a choice. I wouldn't send Bryson with anyone named Lakita needs to be protected. Sorry.
I mean, they're all senior executives. They're all but
D gets what I mean.
yes. And they've been sort of the team that has been like the more because of Lukita than Bryson. They've been sort of like top of the leaderboard. There is no real official scoring, but executives got to exec, and so they've been keeping track amongst themselves as to who's been doing the best and the worst on the course. So there is a point at which they sort of like move out of view, and then you hear a scream come from the course, followed by the repeated blast. I should mention that the weapons you're using, when you actually go hunting, you'll be using like shotguns. On the training course, you're using the same shotguns, but they are beanbag rounds. So they are non-lethal, but they will connect with the spring out targets and score a hit. So you hear a scream followed by essentially someone emptying their shotgun, and then more screaming and yelling. And Bryson comes like just tearing back into view. He's like, as he comes back into view, he drops his shotgun. He's like, they're zombies. There's actual zombies. Oh God.
Bryson, you little coward. Did you leave your buddy?
Did you leave a black woman in that maze?
Bryson, where is
Bryson.
Lakita?
Bryson.
And-
Lala's gonna walk over and just grab him by the ear and pull him up. Guess
Okay.
where we're going. Just guess.
and he's like, oh God, oh no. Okay, yeah.
Pick up your
Yeah,
gun.
at first Bryson tries to resist, and then you get that nice sort of like twist lock on the ear, and now Bryson is going to go pretty much wherever you want Bryson to go.
Good boy.
Yeah,
I'm
and
I'm gonna pick up my little shotgun of beanbag rounds and the Starbucks. I am known at this Starbucks now. I found it. I've claimed it as my own, and my like giant drink, and just sort of heft it. Like, I bet it was a squirrel. I bet you all it was a squirrel.
I'm not taking that bet.
Ugh.
I've seen white men run before.
Bryson, you suck.
Really do.
And just start tromping off into the woods.
There's other students there, right?
yes, there are other students. They're
Right.
sort of standing on the sidelines, though. They only go through the course in pairs, so that to cut down on the possibility of friendly fire accidents.
All right. I'm gonna turn to them and be like, hey, go get us some real rounds, please. These bean bags aren't gonna do enough. Go faster.
And a few of them are like, yeah, okay, and they run off towards the armory building.
Okay.
Wait, so we're convinced that this is like real
Well, no, but like we got to be prepared otherwise. Because what if we think Bryson isn't like? What if he is legit and we go in there without rounds?
Yeah.
Like,
That's
I mean,
fair.
better
he got
safe
scared
than,
enough to leave.
sorry.
I
So what?
mean,
So that's not
So
great.
you, as you're having this conversation and sort of moving towards the building that they had disappeared behind, you do hear, as you're getting closer, the sounds of like scuffling and like thuds, and there's a couple more shotgun blasts, and you
all right.
you come up around the corner, and you can see Lukita is sort of backed up against the wall, and there are 3 hungry dead who are trying to get at her. You can see one is already down on the ground, although it is currently like slowly getting itself back up. And you can see beanbag rounds sort of littering the ground around it. But she seems to be fending off the other 2 with the shotgun. What would you like to do?
Can I rock up and use my special ability, First Do Harm, that replaces Assassinate?
You absolutely can.
And I like look over at the squad, kind of like, gosh, damn it, they are zombies, and like empty out the bean bags and just use the blank or like the empty gun as a blunt object to
Yep.
just nail the one that's going for Lukita.
Okay. Just a quick note, there are a couple of ways to do initiative order in Fate. Normally we could look at everybody's skill list, and we would go in, you would roll off to see who does I'm opting to do the more story oriented version, which is amongst ourselves, we can decide who is going to go first. And then that person, once they've gone, will decide who goes next, and so on down the line. You can choose, and my I guess storyteller characters or monsters or whatever are included in that list. So usually what ends up happening is we will go through all 4 of you, and then the monsters will go. But if there is a compelling story reason for a monster to jump in the middle, or if you need the monster to do something in order to activate some ability of yours, then you can always choose me, and I will go. So yes, let's start with Dr. D. Yeah, so I think this is obviously a fight roll. So go ahead.
My special stunt allows me to use medic in place of assassin. So
Perfect.
Cool.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So I got +1 on just the roll. So do I add 4 because that's what's in my medic slot?
Yep.
Okay, cool. A 5.
Excellent. And this is an opposed roll because it is combat. So let's see what our, oh yeah. Okay. So describe what this looks like to me. Zombies, these particular zombies are not the very, very slow moving zombies. They're not the like able to sprint the 100-yard dash in record time zombies that we've seen in some movies, but they do retain a good deal of their mobility and things like that from when they were alive. So they are a little bit faster moving and have a little bit better reaction time. So as you sort of come up behind it, it gets to like, it does like a 3/4 turn. It notices you coming and sort of like throws up an arm. But how does this look when Dr. D operates?
Yeah. So I like try to sneak up and then get Lakita's attention. And like every moment's a teaching moment. And I want to say it loud enough so the zombie starts to swing around. And right at that 3/4, I'm like, see the temple. Here's the problem. And like use the gun to wrap up the zombie's arm to get it down and out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to run out of bullets. That's just the thing that happens. So you want blunt force trauma and then just gun butt into the temple to disrupt like all of those coordination centers. And then I just want to just continue like basically braining it while looking up at Lakita, just getting spattered with gore, and don't let it get in your mouth. But just a couple specific hits. I'll show you like I have some skull diagrams when we get back. Bullets,
Yeah.
Anyway, and then just kind of back up.
Yeah, you are just bashing on this poor thing. And interestingly enough, Lakita is after a moment of like shock, is actually paying attention to you. She's like zoned in on what you're talking about. And
I just like dance
yeah.
away.
All right. That zombie is most definitely down. You have done enough damage to it that it's twitching a little bit, but it's not going to be going anywhere. The other zombie by this point has sort of gotten back to its feet and is looking around to see who it's going to go after. Right now, you and Lakita are the two likely targets, but more people are coming into view pretty quickly. Who do you want to throw this to?
Who wants to go next? I don't have a strong idea of.
Go.
Cool.
Okay. I think that if D is like the precision attacker, Skylar's like her exact opposite. So I've got I've got a stunt called "You Don't Learn That in School." So it's like the exact, just like full on, just brawling, kind of just flailing with she's strong and kind of big and just like she probably like does the thing where she like, I don't think she probably had one of the shotguns. So she probably just had like, I don't know, a stick or something, or maybe she has a shotgun that she shot the rounds off already. So she just takes it and uses it as like a blunt object and just like slams it down on one of the zombies that's closest.
Yep, absolutely.
Like no finesse, but just like still very effective.
Okay, so go ahead and give me a roll.
Okay.
Oh my God, do you have fate dice?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Pretty.
What would it be like to be a person that owns a dice? Well, I don't own it. Works at a dice company, does not own fate dice. Dear internet.
So I'm adding fighter, athlete. What do you want me to add?
Whatever you think best. Yeah, fighter seems like a good plan in this.
Okay. So I started with 0, and then so I'm adding a fighter, which is 3, and then I'm using my stunt. You don't learn that in school.
Okay.
I guess if it is this school, these people are learning it, but that's beside the point.
Yes. Absolutely. Well, yeah, this particular one, this is the one that just got back up to its feet. And it's sort of looking around. It had seen Dr. D and Lokita. It did not see Skylar crash, and Skylar crash just like hits it from behind. And it goes down hard. It is still, I guess, functional. Like you knock it back down to the ground, but it is still it is again struggling to get back up to its feet as you're sort of like raining blows down on it. So you or somebody else may have to put the finishing blow. In the meantime, the other one is near Lokita and is menacing her. So who would you like to throw it to?
I saw that Luna was looking like she anticipatory. She had something in her head.
Okay.
Sure. So Luna is going to head over to the one that is in front of Lukita. And just coming from the side, she is going to use a stunt called Feint. And she is going to like take the butt of the shotgun and look like she's actually going to like go for the temple. But at the last moment, she is going to duck down and take out the zombies, the Hungry Dead's knee from behind. And so trying to get it onto the ground.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a roll about that.
Alrighty. Let's do that. And so I've got a 2 actually.
Okay.
On that. And just gonna get it to the ground, and as soon as it goes down, curb stomp. Straight to the noggin.
All right. Yeah, you find that very easy to do. It's not very often you see like 4 negative signs on your roll, so this zombie was not prepared. It fully bit down on the feint and like jerked its head out of the way, fully committed to that. So it was very, very easy for you to just like sweep the knee and take it down. And then you just start laying the boots to it. And it is, it does not even have a chance to get itself back up. So there is one zombie who is like currently struggling itself back up to its feet, despite the blows from Skylar. And who would you like to throw to next? Yeah, Layla.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna throw it to Lala or Layla.
Well, it's both, but people close to me call me Lala, and also on social media, whatever. And like I like Lala. Anyway, so this zombie is trying to get up, and it's just not cool. So Layla's just gonna like let go of Bryson's ear, which she has been twisting this entire time, and just walk over, stride, raise her right heel, pull a knife out of the stiletto, and then just like completely just behead the last zombie, just like slice clean across the throat from behind.
Nice. Yeah, this is definitely an assassinate roll, I think.
Yeah, loves it. All right.
All right.
Let's see. That is a 4.
And my zombies continue their streak of rolling very, very badly. So, yeah, your 4 and the zombies negative against the zombies -3 means that, yeah, this zombie is all about trying to keep Skylar from bashing in its skull. and so it doesn't even take notice of you. You manage to just take its head clean off before it even has a chance to like really react.
I just wipe the blade on the ground, and then it's like one of those retracting blades, so it fits in the soil perfectly. And then I stick it back up there, and I'm like, I didn't bring my lip gloss. I'm getting kind of dry. Are we done? Are we done? Where does it come from?
It is very, very quiet. The only thing you can hear is the sound of Bryson weeping like a small child.
I didn't twist his ear that hard. Oh my god. Whatever.
As to where they came from, this particular section of the course is sort of right on the compound's fence line. There's actually two fence lines, because obviously if you're going to have the hungry dead wandering around to be hunted, you don't want them breaking out and ravaging the countryside. That would be uneconomical. So there is like a big outer fence line that surrounds like their entire, basically the land that Sigma Eros owns. And then there is another interior fence around the training compound, so that zombies don't come in and try and eat people while they're like doing karaoke. You do notice that a section of that fence, like right next to like one of the main posts, is open, which is odd. They were very big about how tight their security was and how well protected you were from like any possibility of injury or damage from the hungry dead. Even as they had you fill out a variety of like waivers and liability forms and things like that.
Can I go look at that? Is it like a gate that was open, or is like the fence?
It's a section of fence that is you can see, like, you know, everywhere that there is a fence post along here, the chain link is like sort of like attached, wire wrapped to that post. Mm-hmm. This seems like it was left open, almost if it was just like put in place and sort of like tacked in place, but not really properly closed. And so there's like a gap where the pole is, and these zombies seem to have found their way in. Go ahead and also give me, make an investigator check for me, please.
Sure. That was 5.
Nice. So you notice a couple of things. At first glance, it seems like it was negligence. Just the workers forgot to they missed this pole when they were like sealing everything shut. On closer inspection, however, you notice two things. One, that there is some discoloration on the pole to suggest that wires were properly attached there for at least a little while and seem to have been removed. You can see rust marks and things like that on the it's the Pacific Northwest. I'm assuming it rains, you know, pretty much constantly. So so it looks like it was wired shut and has, however, recently been like sort of opened up. You also
go ahead.
No, I was going to say, you also notice just outside of the fence line, like just outside of that gap, sort of like tangled up in a low bush, it looks like somebody's ID lanyard. Everyone in the training center wears like a lanyard with their ID tag on it and their picture. and you notice there's one hanging. It's just within reach. If you were to like, sort of like open up the gap and stretch your arm out, you could grab it off the bush. And
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. And then right after I'm gonna go, hey, this looks like this has been tampered with, and I've just found this lanyard here. Kind of snagged on this bush. What does the lanyard say?
the lanyard is for someone named Benjamin Quo.
All right.
Can
And
I,
go ahead.
Can I see that? Just really quick.
Yeah.
Cool.
Can I hand it to you, Lala?
So I take the lanyard, and so something that I haven't mentioned about Layla is that she's a spooky bitch beyond all the like pretty makeup and stuff.
Nice.
So I'm gonna activate one of my little spell abilities, which is sight
Awesome.
beyond sight. And I'm gonna see, can I look into the history of this lanyard, what happened with it, since obviously the person is tied to it, like they had it on their body.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
You are let's make that. I mean, I think that is quite obviously going to be an occultist check. So go ahead and give me an occultist check for that.
That's
just
cute.
to give me an idea
It's
of
a
what
4.
Nice.
Totally hot. Love it.
All right. Lala, you sort of hold on to this. It's difficult to get a really good impression off of it. It's really easy to get impression off of like a personal item or something like that, something that people treasure and hold on to. This you're able to get an impression because it was on this person's body for so long. But it's not. I mean, it's an ID card. It's not really a treasured personal item. But you do get some flashes of angry arguing, followed by disorientation, and then panic, and then an extreme amount of pain, something clawing and biting into this person.
Oh, that's not good.
And then that pain recedes for a bit. Things sort of go to black, and then there is a flare of pain, like a hunger. And
so after I get that information, I'm gonna look at the zombies we just like totally brained or whatever. Do they have any remnants of clothing that some of the workers here might have instead of, the corporately gained zombies that better be ethically sourced, or I'll lodge another complaint?
So you do notice, yes, the zombies are dressed in that sort of standard, basically the gray sack clothing, like just the equivalent of like track pants and a sweatshirt, basically. But one of the zombies is in much more like torn up, is wearing like a set of khakis, and a polo shirt, very badly like dirty and torn up. And yeah, it's not hard to figure out that if you take the ID card over and sort of like hold it next to, even after, however long it's been out there, this is Benjamin Quo.
So one of the things that the ability that I activated allows me to do is see into the land of the dead. Do I get anything off the body either?
Ooh, yeah.
See, it's useful to be a creepy bitch. I love it. Being a creepy bitch is as essential as a bright pink lip gloss. You can never go wrong.
It's true. Words to live by.
Mhm.
Yeah, you spend a little bit more time. I'll just keep your roll from before and we'll extend it into this since the ID card and the body are connected. You again get that feeling of like intense hunger and pain. You're getting a little bit more detail now. It's sort of like you're seeing Benjamin arguing with somebody. That's where the anger was coming from previously. You pick out a snippet of like, I don't think we have to do this. This isn't something we have to accomplish. This is wrong. Like, you can't just go around killing people. And then it sort of fades again. And you get a picture of a face. But it's not a human face. It's you would recognize very demonic features on this face. It's definitely
Hot.
Well, yes, but masquerading as a human. But definitely demonic. It has dropped its mask that that demons usually wear when they're out in the world, and that seems to be what Benjamin was entangled with before his unfortunate demise.
All right. So, we've got a kind of a situation here. I'm going to hand back the lanyard to Luna. So that belongs to like that body. And also like, the ether spirits and whatever, all that new age mumbo jumbo. Anyway, basically there's like a demon somewhere, and maybe some of the other people might be infected and might turn into zombies. I'm not sure about that one, but there's definitely a demon. Yeah.
I hate demons.
Well, that wasn't on the itinerary for this week.
No, but we
Might
did
be
send everyone inside.
Time to have it.
So
Yes.
Oh yeah, that was going to be my next question. Did the kids show back up? Not the kids. Sorry, they're not kids.
They're just old
the
adults, and
training-
we're like,
yeah.
you
can
talk
call
right.
them kids. It's good to remind them of their
Children.
position.
Yeah. Did the children show up with our ammunition yet?
The only thing an executive is good for are paying your bills and shutting up.
Yes, they come jogging back up after your sort of after all the fun has ended, and they're like, we got the boxes of shotgun shells. Whew. Here you go. Oh my god, are those zombies?
Yeah, you need to spend some more time on cardio, and you need to spend more time on studying, because if you've gotten this far in training and you don't realize that's a zombie, you maybe need to take a few steps back and start again.
It's actually not a zombie. They just had a derma peel that went really, really sour.
Derma peel. Yeah, that too. She like assumes it's like some sort of fighting technique. Derma
He
peel.
is mumbling
The
under her
worst.
breath, explaining like the medical thing that happens during a derma peel, but she knows that she shouldn't say it out loud, so it's just for her.
No, you should share with the class, dude. We like listening to you talk, and it's yeah.
What they do is they actually use either lasers or an acid to remove the superficial layer, and it stimulates a lot of growth. Hold on, there's a demon. We don't have to do this now. I can talk about this forever later, or make a TikTok or something.
Content.
Content. For the content. Is everyone's phones charged? That's more important than ammunition.
Hey, Bryson.
Yeah. Yes.
What do you do normally? Like, what's your job?
I'm an
Says he's a marketer.
You're an accounting executive? You know how to work an iPhone.
Yes.
So your job is now to watch that, like record us as we go.
High
You don't wanna
angles.
live.
High angle.
High angles.
Sort of follow us around.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
give you a
I
Dropbox link
can
later.
do that. Yeah.
Good boy. Yeah. Thanks so much,
How do you-
sweetie. You're the best.
Lala, how do you do that? It is wild.
You sort of well, first you start off by not respecting anyone's time and then not respecting them in general. And then it becomes tools.
Surprisingly
Noted.
simple.
Pick and choose the people you care about. Everyone else is a pawn.
That's scary and
Interesting.
cool.
I try. You're welcome, by the way.
So while this has
I
been
think
going
you're
on,
about to-
Skylar's
I'm
been
about to lose you,
taking.
or you're about to leave.
Sorry, I was talking to her. Go ahead. So while this has been happening,
Oh,
Skylar's-
no.
we lost him.
Skylar's been grabbing ammunition and putting it in, like, she's got like the well, sort of like the jean jacket, but like kind of like grungy artist look going that has like too many pockets. So she's just kind of like filling all her pockets with ammunition and whatever else they brought. And his picture's there.
You think this shotgun clashes with my outfit?
Awesome. Can you hear me again?
I personally like mixed metals.
I
I'm
guess
into
that's
it.
like sort of it. Okay. Thank
It's
you.
a thing
Thank
if you make it a
sweetie.
thing.
Yeah, I guess I could be a trendsetter. I can try anyway. I haven't set any trends yet, but you know, there's only so much you can do with YouTube. I should be doing TikTok more. So
I mean, God, I hope you have more success than I do. No one, they like retweet it. The churn is high, is all I'm saying.
churn is always high.
Anyway, you want to go shoot some stuff?
Let's go kill something.
Yay!
Yeah.
I'm like
Let's
bored,
do it.
so a little murder would
Right?
help.
I know what all that is.
Hey, Luna, you good? Do you
All right.
need to like air out that mask at all? You cold?
Oh no, this is what I do.
Okay.
I do all my hunting in this mask. I'm pretty used to it at this
Do
point.
you wash it?
Huh? Oh, absolutely.
Okay, good.
Are you a
Yeah.
furry? And
It's a
I don't
little
mean that
sweaty
with
in there
judgment.
sometimes. Not really, but I mean, might as well be.
Cool.
Hey,
Tight.
There are
Am
like
I-
way
am I
worse
back?
things.
You are back.
yay. All right. Yes. I caught most of everything. Things went robotic for a little bit, but I think I got everything. So yes, they do come back with the and Bryson is now following you around with an iPhone. You have to shout at him a little bit. He does like vertical for a second, and then after you shout, quickly realizes his mistake and flips it to lengthwise. But
Vertical is only for TikTok. Everything else has to be shot. Landscape, duh.
sorry. And yeah, at this point, the actual like security has showed up because there has been like one of the students basically had to explain why they were grabbing live rounds out of the armory, and so the on-site security is like, what? And has come. They arrived just shortly after the students do, and are looking things over, and like, oh yeah, we need to start like an incident report for this. This is awful. And they start taking everyone's statements, and
in lieu of, and this is D out loud, just like, I am bored of giving you paperwork stuff. Can we go do the thing we do and get money for it? Please let me leave now.
It was also a clause in our contract that if we had to do any hunting in excess of what we were agreed to do, that you will be paying us
Yeah.
a full triple our fee.
I'm gonna go get that bread. Bye. And
And
just
the-
like little like a cat that doesn't want to be pet, just one paw just pawing away the person that's trying to take my statement. Like, on the go.
Awesome. Yeah, they're busy taking statements from like executives. They sort of look and they're like, oh, yeah, no, obviously you know more about this than the rest of us. I don't know about that clause in your contract, but great. Go ahead.
You're wasting our time.
Go ahead and deal with
Are you
with
a
what
cop?
you need to. I mean, no, not really.
So you're like a diet cop, right?
Ooh, same great taste, less filling.
I mean, I'm more of an EMT. But
Chew.
Guy was just like walking off, like halfway through the paperwork. She was like, "I'm out."
yeah. Yep, that's fine. You walk away. They're busy
You're
talking
still
to the
talking.
executives.
Oh no, wait, that was you, not the character.
Yes, they're busy walking, taking statements from the executives and stuff like that. So they would much rather deal with the easy to deal with executives who actually want to, like, tell the frightening tale of dealing with the hungry dead, than all of you. So they're happy to like just, okay, great, thanks, and we'll maybe come and talk to you later, and send you on your way. Yeah, so somewhere in this facility there is a demon. You're not quite sure why yet, and you're not quite sure. Oh, sorry, the other little tidbit that I'll give you as well. Benjamin Quo is not part of this this class. There is a different company name on Benjamin's name tag, which goes against what you were told when you got here, that this was like the inaugural the inaugural soft launch for this facility, which seems to suggest that somebody else was through here first.
God, they totally got zombies from running it the first time, didn't they? That's not ethically sourcing it. You're only supposed to get them from ethical zombie farming facilities for practice. Like, this totally goes against Pew standards. I'm gonna report the fuck out of them after they pay me.
Big Karen energy. I kind of like it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to be a Karen to get things done, okay?
It's true.
Do you think it was a mistake or like weirdly on purpose conspiracy? Sorry, I got in some real weird Wikipedia stuff last night.
I mean, like, I would believe it either way. I mean, there is a demon involved, and all these corporate goons are sort of, easily manipulated. So,
I mean, if there's a way to make money off of it, I'm sure that they would do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Whatever.
All right. So you are going on a demon hunt. We are, it's coming up on the 2-hour mark. So we are going to take a 10-minute break. Thank you, everybody, for sticking around with us through all of the technical hiccups and the like. Before we head to break, please take an opportunity to type !TTP into chat to get the link to the Trevor Project donation link. We would love it if you could, make a donation.
Donate.
Yep.
Do it.
Donate.
Look
It's a
at
good
us.
cause. Yeah. I don't actually talk with that much vocal fry.
Give
can't-
them
No.
money.
Do it.
They are a fantastic charity and they deserve your support. So please.
Do it.
And we've been doing really well.
Do it now.
I
Do
think.
it good.
I'm trying to scroll back.
Do it now
Jason's
because you really should.
well,
Do it.
I'm very upset at the prospect of my neck, my back as done by Palpatine.
My neck, my back, lick my wrinkles and my lightning bolts.
So we're like over 60% of the way to our goal, I think. If I'm fine, that's the last time I saw it posted in chat. So that's very, very exciting.
Yeah,
Excellent.
we're at 6:30 right now. So
Nice.
Hey.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you
are,
so much to everyone who's donated.
Yeah.
For those watching, there's a little ticker at the top of the screen. We are at 630 out of 1,000. So we are really trying to make that goal today. It looks like we're more than halfway there, and we're just halfway in the show. And I bet we can just blow past that. So thank you. Well, I'm really unfocused today.
I like took off my glasses. I'm like, is Jason blurry or am I?
Thanks everyone for joining us. We are going to be back in like 10 minutes. So we will see you at 10 past the hour. Thank you for that follow. Thank you for the donations so far, everyone. And again, as I mentioned before in the chat, we understand like budgets are wild right now, and I totally understand if that's not in the budget for you right now, but even like sharing on socials or whatever is super, super helpful. So any way that you could participate there is appreciated and loved. So we just want to raise some money for this great cause. And anything that we need to note before we go? Okay.
No, I think that's it.
Cool. We'll be back in 10.
all right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hello, we're back.
Hey,
Take it
everybody.
away.
All right. Before we jump back into playing, I just wanted to take a moment to shout out Machine Age Publishing for iHunt the RPG. This is the game we are playing today. If you were just joining us.
I love this little pin, so I'm gonna
I
hype
know
the pin.
Oh,
Pin.
nice. My package is making the way up from California right now, so I will see it sometime between now and the thaw. I guess.
The thaw. Oh my god.
Still making my way.
Dropping cold people. Shit. Oh,
Yeah.
my whole body
Um,
died.
But a huge shout out and a thank you to Machine Age Publishing and Olivia and Philomena. They have been fantastic and supportive throughout this entire thing. Also, I want to give a quick shout out to Francita, who did the you can see behind Jason our ad graphic. Francita put that together for us. And it is absolutely gorgeous. Francita is also the layout the layout and design person for iHunt, so she was particularly well suited to make this ad for us.
Oh my gosh, cool.
That is really
Yeah.
cool.
Wow.
Thank you.
Did not know that.
You were too qualified to put this graphic together.
And I think we're at 630 out of 1,000. So thank you so much to everyone.
Yeah. 660 now.
660 now.
660.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Good. I was gonna say if we didn't make any money while we were on our break, I wasn't gonna come back and play more.
Plus, I
If
feel for
somebody-
this game, we need
Only
to hit
340
666
more
at some
dollars to
point.
go to the goal. I hope that's right. I'm not a math guy.
And yet you played dice math improv.
I didn't
For a
say that I
living.
was bright.
Well, thank God you're pretty.
I know, right? And except for a lot of my other things that I lack, like my personality and my math skills.
Stop. No, I will turn this entire game around into like affirmation corner.
Just don't turn
So
me around. I'm not as
happy.
impressive from the back, unfortunately.
Anyway, this is what
All
we're
right.
doing, and
Yeah.
this is our game.
Yeah.
And the people that made the game are in chat, so please
Yes.
Yeah.
complain to them and not us if and when I get these mechanics wrong,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And somebody donate $6 right now so we can have 666 while we're fighting this demon.
Excuse me. This
We're
is a
fighting
Christian
demons.
Minecraft channel.
We're
None
fighting
of that.
Listen, we can't have any demons present when we're facing a demon. This chat needs some holy water. What are you doing? God is watching. God is always watching.
Y'all
you're
motherfuckers need
alone.
RNGesus.
When you're watching the stream, when you're doing things with your partner, God is always watching.
So give him a show. Definitely.
Oh my god. Okay.
Anyway, you want to play this game or no? Because I think we can do this forever.
Oh,
Totally
nice.
can.
I have
Either way.
I have
Like,
nothing but
totally
faith
can
in you.
rhyme.
I have nothing but faith in you.
Elgato gang, let's go.
All right. So to recap, for anyone who is joining us, you have been hired for a corporate gig. You have been dealing with executives for longer than you ever really want to deal with executives. And some of those executives got attacked by zombies, which you handled decisively. In handling them decisively, Lala discovered that there is a demon afoot, and that is what you're off to hunt right now. Can I get since Lala, why don't you give me another occultist roll, please?
I can totally do that for you.
Let's see what is top of mind for you about demons.
That's a 5.
Okay.
Loves it.
So pretty much everything is top of mind for you about demons right now. You know, there are a number of different demons. There are a number of different rankings. 669, nice. We see you. Thank you.
That's a sexy number.
It yeah, it's almost makes up for skipping past 666.
Almost, but not quite.
Just
Hole
the
in our
devil
heart
went
where
down.
666 could have filled. The devil went down.
Yeah.
Someone tried
Yeah.
though, because we got $6 after that. So
Oh, well, there you go.
we're
That
at
is,
675. Someone tried.
thank you. Thank you for your attempt. We appreciate it greatly.
Really do.
Yes, Lala, you are sort of like just churning back into your mind about demons and what you know about them.
Yeah, I keep that knowledge right next to the good eyeshadows that are drugstore brand, because that's really what I can afford, and like how to get lipsticks and shoplift. By shoplifting, I should say. Yeah, that's where that knowledge is.
Excellent. You know that the biggest thing about demons is that they are well nigh invulnerable unless you know their weakness.
Ew. Do I recognize any demons that resemble the one that I saw briefly?
Not specifically, like not by name, but you do recognize that this is at least a they seem to follow a very almost feudal ranking system. This would seem to be some sort of duke or in duchess, if you want to get. Demons.
No.
Demons don't really have, like, they don't really do gender, so I mean, but they're not the most they're not the most powerful demon, but they're not exactly weak. They do command other demons.
So like we got some kind of like Duke demon, which is not like great. It's not like a greater duke, like duchess, or like whatever they use when they're talking about hierarchies. Basically, we got a 1% demon, a 1%er for
Ooh.
demon.
Is that going to make them easier to, like harder
No.
to access, easier to kill? Are we supposed to eat them like the rich? What does that mean for me
Can you
and my
eat
gun
it?
right now?
I feel like it would be bad for your skin at least. So maybe
Oh.
not eating.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gluten free. I'm sure yuck. No.
Yeah.
I may
was
look like
a
someone that might
vegetarian
eat
for a
demons,
week, so
but
maybe
no.
not. The other thing that we should know, if it is a duke, we can probably like Google search for its weakness or something, because it's otherwise it's like, invulnerable or invincible or whatever.
I wish
Oh.
we knew someone that was really good at researching on the internet to find out information that is otherwise hidden. And just turns and stares at Luna, just deep into her muzzle.
Actually, I was going to say that like as we like kind of started talking again about it being a demon, I had taken out a device that looks kind of similar to like a cell phone, but it's not really a cell phone.
Right.
And I say, well, I've been working on something, not quite 100%, but I think it'll get us to probably the general area that we need to go to. So it's a little tracker. Give me 1 second. I do need to set it to demon. And then and we can see if we can get on our way.
Filtered by like the sulfur smell or the sulfur content in the air? I feel like that would be very bright. That'd be smart.
Yeah, it actually does take a sample from the area.
Is there an agent setting on that device?
Does it detect cops too? Because that sounds like something that's very useful.
Yeah, what was it tracking before?
Well, the last thing that I tried it on used to be a cop.
Ooh.
So,
Oh.
those types of monsters.
Yeah.
And
Politician.
Is that
Wait,
us
you
starting
mean
to
like a
find weird
zombie?
Starbucks? Because I want to see if Dee walked way too far.
You
or
know I
nothing.
did. Shush.
Ugh.
You
Fine,
walk
love
somewhere?
you, even though you made a mistake. It's fine.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So I
All
do
right.
hold up the device, and it makes this little sound. It sounds like there's something that's kind of opening and closing on it as I kind of hold it up. And then
Okay.
it takes a moment before it starts to beep.
Okay. Yeah. So you've worked a little bit on this device. Go ahead and first give me a maker check.
Okay.
Just to quickly see where the device is at.
That is a whole 0.
Okay. And then why don't we jump right into hacker to see what information you can get.
All right.
Because go ahead.
Hold on a second. Let me see. Oh. I am. Nope, that actually works. Never mind. That's a whole 0 as well.
Okay.
And that's on a +4. Ouch.
Ooh. Yeah, the fate dice taketh, and the fate dice giveth away. All right. So you turn on the device and sort of stop and turn in a circle for a bit and get some readings of the surrounding area. And then your app goes to work. And the little spinny icon, whatever that looks like on the screen, is like showing that it's processing and processing and processing. And then it gives you the equivalent of like the what would you call it, like the not the unknown, but the like it's unsure.
Man.
It believes that there is some demonic presence or nearby, but it's not able to further narrow it down. And you get the little message like, it's like, please, please get closer to the subject and take another reading.
I think the aroma of zombie is a little too much in this area. We might have to do a little manual tracking again and then try it again.
Tell me about it. Viscera is not good perfume. Ew.
Yeah.
Well, we should probably figure out what its weakness is like first, and maybe by then you can get it to work.
Possibly, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
And that might actually, being able to put in like more specific parameters might help your device work as well, work a little bit better as well. So go ahead and give me another hacker check.
Oh, 4.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Nice.
Much better. Loves it.
So again, because you don't know specifically which Duke this is, you can't narrow down to like a specific thing that is their weakness. However, you are able to figure out that like Dukes, they're always specifically weak to one thing, one specific item or substance, or and it's very often you're not sure why. No one is really sure why, whether it's because they're like more powerful and harder to deal with and otherwise invulnerable. It's usually a fairly common substance. It's not like, you don't have to go and get like a black ram's horn dipped in the blood of a seventh son and anything like that. It's usually things like
That was oddly specific. It's definitely not this one thing that's very, very, very specific.
This one specific thing that I mentioned because I've been watching rewatching Supernatural, and that's a thing that came up in an episode. Anyway,
Do you need to get a horn that's been dipped in 7 suns?
no.
I feel like that's a problem for Grinder.
Well, I mean, you could connect those apps and then, oh, never mind.
The crossover between iHunt and Grinder is a circle. Anyway,
It's just a circle.
there's a lot of bears that need to be taken out and taken care of.
Do you have a bear problem? Anyway.
Ask any gay club. They probably do. I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
Yeah. So it's going to be a fairly innocuous substance. It's going to be fairly common. You should be able to lay your hands on it fairly easily. But until you get a visual and like a better reading from your app, you're not really going to know exactly what you're dealing with. But now that you've fed that information into your app, it should be able to give you a better reading once you get closer to the creature. In the meantime, as you're sort of making your way back to the facility from the training grounds, word has spread that something has gone wrong on the training people are like, as you're coming back in, it's very unusual because usually the protocol for like, your weapons and stuff like that is that once the training is done, like someone from the armory comes out with a quad pulling a trailer and everyone like safely stores their weapon and then they take it back to the armory and stuff like that. So it's very unusual that like you would be, just walking into the training facility with shotguns, still covered in Hungry Dead spatter. And so you were making quite the impression as the four of you make your way back into the training facility, and people are stopping and staring at you in like a little bit of shock, and they're whispering to themselves, and it was like, hey, what happened? Did somebody get hurt?
Take a picture to last longer, but also tag me.
And one of them is like, okay. And like 15 seconds later, there's like a little from your phone showing that
Right.
someone has tweeted out a picture. You've been tagged on it.
I was specifically not tagged on it, so I'm pissed.
I mean,
Fine. That's fine.
yeah.
My real followers will understand.
We'll at you in the mentions like that counts.
Is Bryson still filming?
Bryson is like right behind all of you. Is like trying to keep up with you, and has not stopped filming since like since Lala has given him his marching orders. So
I'm very compelling when I need to be.
also it is quite obvious that Bryson feels horribly guilty for running away and is doing everything he can in the hopes that this will be forgotten, like an unfortunate comment on Twitter.
Oh, don't you worry.
Time.
None of us here are like at all concerned about Bryson's redemption arc. So
Oh,
you can
no.
keep his ass on the iPhone and don't
Yeah.
even make eye contact because I do not care.
Honey, has anyone ever told you that in life you're a background character?
100%. He has no idea.
I mean, my ex once, but
And how did that work out for you, sweetie?
not good.
Didn't think so. But you're doing such a good job with the camera. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. You're welcome.
All right.
Raise your hand higher. There we
Oh,
go.
yeah,
There we go.
yeah. No, got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
This better?
Thank
Okay,
you.
yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right. At this point, yeah, more and more people are getting excited. And you can see Ms. Turnquist comes like marching out of one of the buildings and is like looking around for someone, and then sees the four of you and like holds up her hand to get your attention and starts like walking over towards you. And as she gets closer, she's like, there's another incident on there. What happened?
Nothing, but we have a few questions for you.
Of course. Yes.
Can we speak somewhere privately?
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Yes. And she turns around and sort of gestures back to the building she just came out of, and leads you back down to her office. And yes, as soon as you all get inside, she seems very nervous to be in a room full of weapons. This is not anything that she deals with on a regular basis, but she gestures you all in, closes the door, and she's like, what happened? Is everyone all right? Are you all right?
I'm gonna say out loud, I am deferring to Luna and Lala on this. You guys got this. I'll be blood spattered and holding weapons in the back. And I like run back towards the door and kind of like post up and just try to look intimidating.
Okay.
Lala is going to put the safety on her shotgun and out of her purse start pulling out a bedazzling kit and start rhinestoning it as she's talking.
Nice.
So we go ahead, Luna. You ask the questions. Actually, I'm busy.
Okay. So Ms. Turnquist, there seems to be a few issues here. And these issues are definitely not in our contract.
Oh.
So
What sort of issues?
So there seems to be some tampering that has gone on the practice course, and some actual zombies got into the practice course and attacked 2 of your executives.
Oh no, is everyone all right?
They're fine, but and
Thanks
the
to
zombies,
us.
yes, thanks to us, and the zombies have been taken care of. But yeah, you have an opening in the fence, and Lala has discovered that
that's me.
has discovered that there seems to be a demon on the grounds.
Oh, sorry, that's my name. Oh, Luna. Don't forget the fact that we're not the first group here. That's also kind of a problem. And one of the dead people is from that group. So, like, where are you getting these zombies, buddy?
Mhm.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, what Lala just said.
Yeah. Goes back to
So it seems
bedazzling
like
the
you have a
gun.
lot of explaining to do, and we need to renegotiate this contract.
Oh, well, I mean, all of our zombies are sourced from a research laboratory. When they have finished research, they ship them to us. We we certainly don't strive to create any zombies of our own. I mean, not that that wouldn't be more cost effective, but no, I mean, that's not something we would ever want to do.
But I bet you
say-
have the research on those numbers, right?
well, I mean, yes, I obviously we have like files and records of all of our shipments, and we can certainly make that available to you.
So did anything, this other group that was here, that you clearly hid from us, what happened with them?
Other group?
There was another group here, yeah.
I'm not familiar with. Do you show her the ID badge at all?
I
Okay.
forgot I had the lanyard, but yes, I do
Yeah.
have the lanyard. I pull it out.
She like gingerly takes it from you. Like the ID badge is like smeared with mud, and you're pretty sure blood. But she takes it from you and looks at it, and it's like, this. I mean, this is. I wasn't even aware this facility was. I was only hired a month ago. I'm not even aware that the facility was functioning before then. I was told that we were doing a soft launch now. That's specifically why I was hired, to help run the staff and get everyone. I don't.
Who's the owner?
Yeah.
Well, I
So-
mean, the owner would be. The owner would be. I mean, Sigma Eros runs it.
Okay,
don't
but
think there's any-
who's your direct boss, or at least your higher up?
Yeah, we need
I mean-
someone that's been here longer.
Yeah.
Than a month.
No offense.
I mean, we were all just hired at the same time. This was supposed to be like the start of this facility. Like, I'm the site director. I answer directly to the Sigma Eros board. So
Are any of them on site?
no, they don't come down here. They have their offices. They trust me to run the facility. This is. I don't understand how this could have happened.
Well, obviously they lied to you.
I mean, you're working for a corporate entity. It shouldn't be a surprise.
I mean, I would take that personally, but given the circumstances,
Oh, don't worry about it, sweetie. Everyone needs to earn a paycheck. It's not your fault. But we do need to figure out what happened here, and also remember the conditionary clause of our contracts, please.
yes, absolutely. This is 100% like outside of the scope of your original contract. I will, if you can help us on a contingency basis right now, and I'll start drawing up like more paperwork for you, to a new contract for you to look at and sign. It goes
that will be in
without.
addition to our triple R fee for any other outside issues.
Yes.
Remember that. Okay, good.
Yes, that clause is in your contract. No,
I have
absolutely.
priorities.
Lala, you did a really good job negotiating our contracts. Good job.
You're welcome.
I also wanted to just take a quick second to say thank you so very much. We've hit $700.
Yay!
So we are 70% of the way there. Thank you so much for your generosity, everyone. We have
Go chat, go
just
chat, go chat.
yeah.
Even you.
Yeah.
Pretend I actually clapped and didn't make a fool of myself.
We'll fix
heard-
it in post. You're good.
Yeah, I heard clapping.
Everything looks better in post.
All right. Yeah, she agrees to everything. She seems to be as stunned as you are about how this has turned out. But she's like, no, I don't understand. Like
Do you
But
know
you're all-
anything about this man?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's something in the records. Just give me a moment. And she sort of turns to a typical desktop computer and starts doing some typing.
So do you like the pink side or the white side more? My gun, y'all.
I like the white side. Sorry, is this an open question for everyone?
It's an open question for everyone, yeah.
Sweet. I kind of like the white side more. I don't know why.
Okay, maybe I'll just do white on both and then I'll have like the tip be pink.
That's cute. I like that.
Yeah.
That's cute. That's cute.
That sounds
yeah.
really good.
Okay. I'm gonna keep
Yeah.
going.
Yes.
Skylar, you good?
Fashion is not my thing.
That
No.
can't be like super true because like I don't know, there's a whole like I'm a musician and not trying hard aesthetic that you are like
Yeah,
really
the
hitting right
bedazzling
now.
is
It's a
not
good
part of
vibe.
that aesthetic.
Okay,
I'm gonna
but
call
you
her-
understand aesthetics.
That's true.
Yeah.
Does not. That's It's pretty and sparkly. It looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can rhinestone your guitar later if you want to look good on stage.
Do it.
I mess with the acoustics.
I don't know if that's true. I have no idea.
I don't know
I was playing the
either.
recorder in third grade.
I'm gonna call her creme brulee. Boomlay. Creme brulee.
Creme brulee. I like
Yeah.
it.
She said like.
nice. There's a moment where Ms. Turnquist is like, she looks up from what she's typing and sees you rhinestoning one of their shotguns and has a moment of like just so like looks like she's about to say something and then just shakes her head and goes back to working on. She's like, no, there's
Good call.
nothing in here for a Benjamin Quo. I mean, I've searched Benjamin, I've searched Ben,
Benji.
Benji. Oh, okay. And she types, nope.
Okay.
Are you sure you're an executive?
Hey Luna.
Yeah.
Do you wanna do a little
mean-
checky check? Snoopy
Yeah.
snoop.
Miss Turnquist.
Can I just walk over and push Turnquist's chair away from the computer? Just
With the wheels just roll
yeah,
her
with the
away.
wheels just roll her away
That's
from
D,
the.
always
Yeah.
efficient.
Yeah.
Really cute. It's good. That's why I like you. One of the reasons I like you so much.
Yeah. So Luna says like,
Right here,
excuse me,
right
Miss
here.
Turnquist.
Mhm.
Yeah. Luna says, excuse me, Miss Turnquist, and Miss Turnquist turns to Luna. And yeah, D, you just like skeek. Probably get that oiled.
I'm going to jump on here real quick.
Mhm.
You're signed into Eros's things, right? Like their
Yeah.
portal. Okay, perfect.
Oh
Thank
yes, yeah.
you. Okay. Let me see what I can find.
Ooh. While you're digging for that, we should thank our two most recent donors.
Yeah.
Ray
Yeah.
They and Sun Growler.
Yay!
What you did
Yay.
is so totally odd, and I approve. Thank you.
Also, shout out to Sun Growler for
Yay.
the what is it, Macbeth reference that I've been swallowing the entire time. I was like, Ben Quo, don't you do it. Don't you
Yeah, that's
fucking do
great.
it. I'm
That's
sorry.
great.
That was my one F-bomb for the stream.
Oh no, you've seen through my cunning plan.
So yeah, I'm on the computer. I'm
Okay.
hacking away into the portal and seeing what I can find from I forget the first part, but the second part is Eros for the company.
Okay.
Planet. Wrong system.
Sigma Eros.
Sigma Eros, thank you.
Yeah. I couldn't resist taking a stab at that whole ridiculous alpha male, sigma male garbage that was floating around.
I love it so
Holy
much.
crap.
It's so weird. Like, I'm an alpha, but I refuse to run with the pack. I'm a sigma. I'm like, you're a boy. You're a sad boy that liked Balto too much. Please move along.
Yeah. Yeah, like you realize amongst wolf researchers that alpha male is not a compliment, right? Anyway.
Also, that's not how wolves work, but whatever.
Nope.
No one needs science to think what they think.
Right.
Oh, science. Anyway. All right. Yeah, go ahead and give me yeah, this is gonna be hacker. Actually, you know what? This is going to be investigator.
Investigator? Okay.
Yeah. Getting in, hacking in is not the issue. This is like standard corporate.
Yeah.
There's no like ICE or anything like that. It's like trying to get you or anything. Hacking in is not the issue. It's finding the information. So.
Alrighty. Well, I put up a whole 5 there.
Whew, okay.
So I
So
know all the stuffs. Sorry.
So you go digging around and you find some files that were very carefully hidden. There is like an entire similar data, like an entire database, very similar to the one that exists for like the ongoing class, for an entirely different class that was through here like 2 months ago. And as far as you can see, there are some records of awful things happening to this class. You find the crux of it is that there was, yes, another class that was through here previously. All of the staff from that original thing, and it's actually notated as all surviving staff have been like fired or have been like laid off with the appropriate severance packages and NDAs signed. And yeah, something truly horrible happened to this previous class. There's nothing in there about exactly what happened to them, but there's also no listing of like, it's really odd that if this company isn't like pressing charges or made a big stink about perhaps like a bunch of their executives getting eaten. So you're not exactly sure what's going on there, but yeah, yours is not the first class through. You also find, as you're going through there, oddly enough, 2 names from the previous class also come up in this one. They were working for the previous company. A really smart and handsome GM would have come up with a name for this previous company. So it is Acme Incorporated.
How about Trust Us Incorporated?
There you go. I like it. These 2 people are also now working for MacGuffin Technologies. You recognize two names, Vanita Butai and Chadwick Cawdor. There you go.
Nice.
Chadwick is the first vice president, and Vanita Butai is the deputy financial officer with MacGuffin. So it seems
So
a little. Yeah, go ahead.
That was just how we relay all this information to everybody.
Yeah. I hope so, because otherwise I'm going to have to figure out a way to get it to everyone.
And then just keep it to yourself and we'll all just be in the dark.
Yeah.
Yeah. So two people from this non-existent class are now here again.
Okay. Looks like we've got some people to find. But assuming that we are talking about a new contract, I would like to go get the rest of my weapons that I usually use for this.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
I'd also like to raid the armory.
Yeah. Ms. Turnquist, actually at this point she's like, just call me Brenda. Brenda reaches into a drawer in her desk and takes out like 4 swipe cards. And it's like, these are well, my level access to everything in the facility. So this will get you into the armory without any questions.
All right. Thank you.
Cute. That's so good. I love this vibe you're giving. It gives you a whole
Yeah.
new energy. Yeah, stick with this.
All right. So you're making a stop back at your quarters to get your stuff and then heading off to get armed up, or are you sticking together or are you splitting up?
I think we should stick together.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Damn it. I mean, sure. No, that's a great idea. Okay.
Just imagine the 4 of us like doing the slow-mo walk through this resort, just
Yeah.
getting ready.
Mhm. Yeah, I have to go get my hunting trench
Nice.
that has my weapons in it.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Mhm.
Right. So you head back to your quarters. Your quarters are actually like really nice. Like staff quarters in general are probably on the level of like about a 3-star hotel. So they put you up nice and conveniently you have sort of like a cabin of your own that is has 4 bedrooms. So you each have your own room, has a little central area. It's all done up in very chic, rustic. And you make your way back there and pick up your stuff. Could someone please give me actually, Luna, go ahead and give me another check with your device. Now that you have more information, specifically, you've got more information about, potentially a couple of people that you might be trying to find. Let's see what your device can do.
5 again.
Nice. Yeah, so this time you turn on the device, you feed in the new information to it. On a whim, you give it like the pictures from the files for Vanita and Chadwick. And after a little bit of processing, it dings with like a really solid reading. You are getting at least one demonic presence located in the sort of the main banquet hall. This is the sort of nicer facility. This is where the graduation ceremony would have happened at the end of this thing, where all the executives would get up and, like, you know, everyone's desperately trying to get back to high school, so they get to get their little executive Sigma Eros diplomas and you know, zombie hunting badges, whatever. This is all where this would have taken place, and that is where you were getting the demon sign, like, now.
Okay.
We've
got a lead.
But yeah, but you're able to pick up your equipment and then make your way to the armory. Getting into the armory, it looks like Brenda called ahead and told them, you know, just let them grab whatever they want. You do have the option if you wish it. There is specifically, like, their hungry dead armor, which is basically like a thin layer of very, very strong chainmail sewn in between 2 layers of Kevlar. And
hungry dead boys, they're in an eating race.
Nice. And we are up at $740. Thank you so very much, everyone.
All right.
We are 3/4 of the way there, give or take. So thank you so much for everyone donating. Yeah, it's basically just like a long Kevlar coat with a very high collar, so they don't bite any of your soft bits. So you have the option to grab those if you want. All they really have in here are shotguns and shotgun ammo. There are some electric batons. That's not the cattle prods. Thank you. That is the basically high-powered tasers.
I call them cow ouches, or just couches.
Nice. Yeah, they have a whole rack of couches.
I call them punishment for men.
All fully charged. I mean, that's fair. All right. So yeah, grab whatever you would like. And then you can head on your way.
You know what? Dee is just sighing in front of a rack of, like, standard issue shotguns, no different than the one she's already holding. But having seen the beautiful bedazzled one that Lala has, she's just kind of like,
D. Do you want creme brulee? Do you want it?
I couldn't.
Yes, you could.
I couldn't.
You could. We've been friends for a long time.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Enjoy her.
She gets really emotional and starts, like, pulling down bullets.
Lala's gonna take one of the standard issue ones.
All right.
Yeah, I'll take some bullets, and I'm gonna take a couch as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna take one of the standard issue ones too. I'm gonna take a couch as well.
Dual wield some couches.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, maybe I can see her doing that.
Yeah.
Are there any like big bludgeoning objects of any type? Like big axes? I don't know.
You do find yeah, I mean, not in the armory, but, like, next door to the armory there is a maintenance room. And you find, like, yeah, there's all sorts of tools in there, like shovels, picks, axes. I mean, that said, there's a fire axe, like, on the wall outside next to, like, you know, the standard sort of wrapped up hose and stuff like that, so you can unclip that. And
that's very rock and roll. She'll do that too.
Yeah.
So she takes
All
one
right.
of the standard issue and she'll take the axe. She kind of breaks the glass and just takes it.
yeah.
Fuck the man.
Lala's gonna try on the armor and be like, I don't think this is doing my figure any favors.
It really isn't. It's basically like an armored sack with sleeves.
I can't even, ew. Okay, no, bye.
But here's the thing, you're skinny, so it's fashionable no matter what the shape factor is.
But that's just a lie that people tell you. It doesn't actually look good, you know? It's like, oh, you look skinny. It's great. And it's like when they actually look like a pair of bones, like, ugh. No, societal standards are ugly as hell.
Fact.
I'll stick with my normal clothes, which is a crop top and shorts. Literally my outfit now. Literally.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Literally.
Awesome.
Dee's
I totally
wearing
got dressed up
scrubs.
like I was a beauty influencer.
Yeah.
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 All right. All right. Yep. So you are loaded up, and you make your way to the banquet hall. The
We
banquet
still know how
hall
to kill this thing yet.
you haven't specifically
Figure it out.
found. Yeah.
Maybe we should figure that out first.
So with yeah,
Well, yeah. Actually, you can do. Actually, let's make this a. Now that you have a lock on it and a better reading of it, Luna. Let's do a combined roll because I think Luna and Lala working together could.
Sure. I'm
'cause-
all about the teamwork, you guys.
Because Luna knows where to find the information. Lala knows what you're actually looking for. So.
What are we rolling?
Okay.
So I'm going to get each of you to make a check for me, and then I'm just going to average the.
I got a +3 from this roll,
Nice.
which is I'm
Okay.
rolling well today, and it'll never happen again.
It's only this forever.
are we
Mm.
doing investigator or straight roll or?
Whatever you think is best.
Is best.
If you,
Okay.
yeah, if you want to use your hacker, you can use that.
While you guys like
Yeah,
team
choose
up,
that.
I'm just gonna wander over to Skylar and be
Okay.
like, "Oh my god, where'd you find an axe?"
Oh, it's in the hallway. All you have to do is break some glass. It's fine. It's super easy.
Okay. And she's just looking down the hallway for any
She kinda
other
like
like
w-
secret
yeah.
axes.
Yeah, if you want one, you can absolutely find yourself an axe.
Yes.
I got a 3.
Okay. Yeah, so between the two of you, you managed to find an entry. Part of it comes from a recognition of what her name actually means, or its name actually means. And but going through, you recognize that Venita Bouteille, in French, bouteille means bottle. And of course, her first name is Venita, or Vin for short, which in French means wine.
Wine bottle.
She is a demon of spirits. As a result, her weakness is alcohol. If she, while she is meant to be encouraging people to overindulge in spirits and to, she herself cannot have any.
Couldn't be me.
Yeah.
I know. Look at that.
Yeah.
She's in the buffet, in the banquet hall. I mean,
Blood alcohol content of Skylar just from the night before is probably high enough to take her out.
I was about to say, like,
Wow.
when D like finds this out, it's like, oh my god, Skylar, you're basically flammable. This is gonna be great.
All I have to do is hug the demon. It'll be awesome.
Hi. Oh, what a good day for us.
just just a little nick on your arm, and then hold a barbecue lighter in front of it, and just yeah. All right.
So I guess we're having the demon over for cocktails, huh?
Mhm.
Is there we're still in the, well, I guess it wouldn't be here. Did we pass any like fancy executive looking offices that, they might have like their, little carafe of whatever alcohol to share with clients or whatever, or stuff like that?
Sure. I mean, yes, absolutely. There are a bunch of executives who work here. I mean,
In my head, it's all Mad Men with like monsters here. So it's like everybody has alcohol under their desk, right?
I mean,
I
actually,
worked in the gaming industry. That tends to be very true. Oh wait, that was Persephone, not that was an actual thing that I noticed when I worked for a gaming company.
Yeah.
yeah. I'm going to say, yeah, we're gonna have to roll with it. You've been looking around trying to find, as you've been searching through the service room, trying to find inappropriate acts, and then finally setting on the fire axe. You do find like a stash of somebody's like after work rye.
Nice.
That is tucked away in like a locker.
Okay. Yep.
Nice.
One for you, one for the demon, right?
Yeah. I mean, you got to check it. What if it was just watered down like cola or something?
You got to
That's
make
like,
sure.
That would be awful.
So we're gonna go do shots with the demon now. Loves it. Totally cute. It works with my fantasy. Drinking with devils, everyone.
Let's go.
Bryce is still like right behind you through all of this. Has been like jogging along like behind you with the iPhone. And is just like, we're gonna what? Oh, okay. Sure. Nope, we're good. And continues to jog along behind you. Is it okay if I grab like one of those jackets?
Yeah, totally.
Sure,
I don't,
yeah.
we don't
Okay.
police you or what you
Okay.
wear. Just hold the fucking phone. Sorry, that's
you.
another F-bomb and I've got to stop now.
Higher though, hold it higher. High angles.
Yeah.
I don't think I've
Hopeless.
sworn, but I think
You
I've
have my- you
said
can
some
have my
very
F-bomb.
inappropriate things. So
I mean, it's the last hour of the game. If you've got F-bombs, use them. I mean,
Children have gone to bed. It's late. We're fine.
yeah, like what are you gonna do? Take those F-bombs home with you? Come on.
you can have mine. You can take my F-bomb. I think I can be good today. I truly believe in the power of my ability
I
to
want
control
you to
myself.
have it.
It's
I took
fine.
Jason's. He's not on camera. So
Okay. That works.
Yeah.
It's really hard to get out of this voice once you're in it.
Yeah, right.
I mean, technically neither am I, so you can have mine, Abria. It's fine.
Oh my God, thank you.
You're very welcome. All right.
All right, let's go
Okay.
kill a supernatural being
Yeah.
beyond our understanding or control. Oh, selfie. We need a selfie first.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's put on all our socials. We'll just do that one of these. Wait, actually, Bryson, I need you to stand here, but angle it like we're taking a selfie, but just so we can
Yes.
position ourselves better. Higher. Can you like grow
sure.
an
Yep.
inch or two? Like get on your tippy toes. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we
Okay.
go.
Yeah. He's like stretching up.
Loves it. Love the angle. It's great.
Yeah.
Okay. Make sure you're doing constant uploads so we don't lose our footage. Thanks. Love you. Bye.
Yay.
Tag me.
Yeah. He's like,
All
oh,
of-
yeah, and he's like,
Our phones start going off. Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've lost the element of surprise.
As long as we get likes on social media, who cares?
Who cares?
All right.
Who cares? I got sponsorships to get. Thank you.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
You make your way to the banquet hall. And when you arrive, the door is locked tight.
I have an axe.
You certainly do have an axe.
Yes.
I would
Athlete?
love it. Yeah, this is definitely an athlete check.
Okay. So that's a 3.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to add?
Sure. Break on through is one of my stunts.
Nice.
So prepared for this moment.
Awesome. Yeah. So you just you get to the door and it's locked. You try your swipe card, the executive one that's supposed to open everything, and it gives you like a red.
I feel like she didn't. I think she
symbol.
was just like,
Oh, okay.
oh, a door. I have an axe. And just like,
No
went
problem.
for-
No problem. If you had tried it later, it wouldn't have worked, but it's not really relevant. Yeah, you just come to the door and wind up and smash the handle off of it. You know, this is sort of this is what fire axes are designed to do. So you just go right through this door. Not a particularly good door. So
Love making entrance.
yeah, the double doors slam open
You only get
under
one
the
chance to make a
impact.
first impression.
And you enter the banquet room. The banquet room hasn't been used up to this point. You've really had no reason to go there. It wasn't going to be in use until the closing like ceremonies and dance and whatever. And obviously someone has taken advantage of the fact that no one is really paying attention to this room, because when you arrive, it looks like a scene out of a really over the top like Hammer film. There is painted on the floor, there is this massive like symbology. Lala, you don't even have to check for this. You recognize a lot of this as both like summoning and protection.
Ew, they didn't like red. What a cliche.
And you can see like a number of, there are like braziers burning around the room. And
neo-Gothic. That's totally original. Great. I'm very impressed.
And busy at work, you see a number of like kitchen staff and things like that, sort of laying out other items and like continuing to draw symbols and things like that. And as you smash your way into the room, they continue about their work. It's as if you aren't even there. But you do hear like this giggling trill of laughter from the head of the room, and someone you recognize as Vanita Butai sort of steps out, accompanied by Chadwick, and she's like, "Oh, I can't." And she turns to Chadwick and it's like, "You can't do anything right. They were, how did they figure things out so quickly?" And he's like, I mean, I don't know.
You have the subtlety of a bull in a china shop.
Hey,
I mean, literally anyone could walk through the store and be like, oh, look, culty symbol shit. Like, were you really trying to hide this? And like, if you were, I think you're just really pathetic.
We were just looking for sandwiches.
Yeah. I mean, adorable, cute attempt, but like, get some better help. Get yourself some help.
That's excellent advice. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm full of it.
We'll have to give that a try the next time we do this.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be a next time. But, you know, the other thing too is that like you know, you're probably doing some sort of sacrificial thing where you have possessed all of these workers and tricked all of them into doing your evil plot or whatever, and like probably gonna kill a bunch of people. But like all of that I can forgive. But neo-Gothic, really, it's 2021. 2021. Like, how long have you been in the depths of hell? Like, really?
What?
It's a choice.
No, the classics never go out of style.
Oh, they go out of style real quick. And okay, we're gonna stop you now, but I just want you to know that you should reflect on your choices because grody.
And she is just like, her facade drops at this point. So she no longer looks like Vanita Butai. She doesn't look much different than how she looked before. The most pronounced differences are the fact that she has these like sort of like goat shaped pupils and these like little nubs of horn just on her forehead.
No wonder she went with neo-Gothic.
And she bulks up a little bit. She has like a little bit more muscle as a demon.
Why were you hiding that? That's literally the best part about you.
Yeah, I mean, the
She's
shoes
like,
are kind of
"Really?
dated. The business suit is really, a few seasons out and ill-fitting, but the muscles really work for you.
Do you think so? Oh, thank you. I mean, I don't even work out. It's just, never mind. And
All naturally fueled by hellfire. I understand that. I'm fueled by spite. So.
Oh.
And she closes her fist, and all of the workers stop what they're doing. Actually, Lala, go ahead and give me a occultist
Sure.
check, please.
That's a 2, but I rolled
Nice.
a -2.
Oh, oop.
All right.
That's what I get for mouthing off.
The dice can hear you. They're so
Mouth off,
petty.
you're gonna reap what you sow.
This sowing is awesome. Can we go back to that? This reaping sucks. All right. Before we move on, I just want to say we are now at $850 in donations.
Yay,
So thank you so
there.
thank you so very
Awesome.
much. We're
That's so good.
a scant 150 away. Thank you to everyone who's donated.
Close, y'all. So close. We can get there.
We,
I
You
believe
heard
in
edging
power
is
of
bad
us.
for you. We just need to get there.
Yeah. You edge too long, you're just gonna, it's gonna be painful and you gotta explode sometime. Just
there's like
come on.
blood pressure issues, and yeah. Anyway,
Don't give yourself a heart attack. Finish now.
all right. With a 2, you realize as these workers turn towards you that they're not actually controlled. They're essentially like the skins of lesser demons. Like they've borrowed the bodies of these people. You know that there are no people left in there anymore.
Oh boy.
So and you can sort of like see this like reddish purple flash in their eyes as they turn towards you, and they open mouths full of like jagged teeth and
Cute.
turn to face you. So there is Vanita, Chadwick, who are sort of at the further end of the room. So if you think it's like a medium, they're about like 40 feet away. They're like near the stage area. And then these workers are in various areas around the room. There's about like 8 to a dozen of them. Hard to get a little a count on exactly how many people. But who wants to go first?
Can I?
Do it. Go for it.
Do
Sweet.
it. Live it up.
And I want to
Go, D.
rock up to our wine demon
Mhm.
and level creme brulee at it and say, you know, they always say desserts are hell for your teeth. And I want to take a marked shot at her temporomandibular joint.
Nice.
Like, just make a nice open mouth to sling some alcohol into.
Sounds good.
Sweet. Can I use
all-
my stunt again, or is it once per sesh?
You can spend a fate point to use your stunt.
I would love to.
Awesome.
How many fate points do we have?
You have 5.
Okay, cool.
Oop, I did mediocre, but I have a +4. So 4.
Excellent. Yeah, so you don't make it like all the way across the floor, but then again, you don't need to because you have a firearm. So you make it about halfway, like a little close enough that you can make an accurate shot. Yeah, the blast hits her, and you see like part of her flesh just sort of flays away under the shotgun. And it now looks like she's like grinning, like
For what it's
partially
worth,
grinning at you.
I care way less about doing a bunch of raw damage if I can just knock her jaw off of its hinge so it stays open.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'm giving a target for the group. I don't care if it like didn't hurt her at all for any other thing. Just
no, absolutely. You the round smacks into her face, and when she snaps her head back, and when she turns back around, you can see her jaws like hanging at this weird angle, and you know it's like she's trying to sing a sustained note.
It's no big deal. That jawline wasn't doing anything for her anyway.
These shotguns are very loud, and we didn't bring any sort of anything. So I just yell from halfway across the room back to the rest of the group, just too loud, like, I love this gun!
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm glad you love it.
I love you.
I love you.
Okay, who are you gonna throw it to?
I would like to throw it to does anyone want to go? I don't want to assume for peeps.
I'll go.
All right.
Nope, go ahead.
All right. So I am going to take out a couple of like short swords, I guess, that are in my hunting trench.
Yep.
And I'm going to go for Vanita as well.
Okay.
And I'm going to spend a fate point, and I am going to use feint again. And I'm going to go with one of them. I'm going to kind of go and look like I'm going to kind of slice at her, but then at the last minute bend over, and the other knife kind of comes from down but over me, and bam, right in the hole that was just made by D in the mouth.
Okay. Yep, go ahead and give me a check.
Alrighty. Ooh, that's a -1.
Oh, okay. And what have we got here?
Is there like a help mechanic in this game?
There is. You can. Sorry, go ahead.
Actually, just feint. I forgot it gives me advantage. So.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, 3.
Okay, that's much better. She doesn't need help. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yeah, for a second there, it looks like you sort of like trip, or that she's about to get her head out of the way, and then actually you get yourself a little bit back on balance, and the blade comes arcing in. It does considerably more damage to the face region if you were trying to like open it up a little wider. You have certainly done that. She now has a very wide smile. And a considerably larger opening into which one could deposit alcohol. Who would you like to throw it to next?
Pick me, pick me.
I think Lala.
Okay. Lala.
So Lala is still across the room, but is gonna look at Vin and point at her and say, you know, you've already been cursed with terrible taste. So I almost hate to do this. Almost. And I'm going to curse her. So that means that I can create an aspect that can then be invoked basically as many times as I think 4 times. I want to curse her with alcoholism.
Ooh, okay.
It's a desperate need for alcohol.
She's thirsty.
That's nice.
Yeah, let's call it she's thirsty.
Awesome.
She's thirsty.
Thirsty. Hoisty.
I like it.
Yeah, I think it's a totally good call.
Okay. And is there does it happen automatically? Do we need to do a check for this?
Let me see. It takes a create advantage roll.
Okay, yeah. So you need to. That's one of the things you can do with your ability rolls, is that you can use it to create an advantage in a situation or in combat.
Cool. So can I roll a cult?
Yep, that makes sense in this case.
That's a 4.
Awesome. Okay, and we'll see what her check is. Okay, so she also got a 4. So I'm going to say ties would normally mean that like just nothing happens one way or the other, but I'm going to give you the opportunity. I'm going to say you succeed, but I want to know what complication arises from you succeeding. What bad thing happens to Lala, or what negative aspect does Lala take?
I'm gonna say that she also takes the curse of thirstiness, but takes it of its colloquial meaning instead.
Okay.
So she gets doubly cursed. She gets cursed back with a different kind of thirst.
All right.
How long does this last, though? Per episode, so it'll end with the.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm feeling really hot, you guys, and I'm feeling really, really hot.
And I mean, some of these imps are not bad looking. I mean, you know.
Oh, okay. Those teeth might be a problem, but I'll totally let's risk it. Let's risk it. Let's risk it. You and me, right here, right now. I'm already almost wearing no clothes. It's fine.
Special mouth guard. It's fine.
Just get a little dental dam in there. Just do it.
All right. As we pan to the fireplace on that particular moment, we will. I just want to take a moment to say that we are at 875.
Woo!
Thank you so very much. Please
So
keep it coming, everyone.
Oh my God, so close.
We've got a half hour left, and we would
that
love
has
to.
2 meanings.
Yes, there's a double meaning in that. All right. Yeah. you almost the rest of you don't really notice what's happening with Lala because Vanita gets this look on her face of just, I mean, they're now an alcoholic. They want alcohol. They want to drink alcohol more than anything in the world right now. But they haven't forgotten what alcohol will do to them. So now there's just this look of horror, which is only augmented by the fact that, I mean, it's slowly rebuilding itself, but you know, the jaw is still like sagging down and just looks nasty. And but they start looking around for, you know, any sort of alcohol, and they sort of spy the bar that's like midway like along the room, along one wall, and start heading in that direction. And Chadwick is like, what are you doing? We're in the middle of but she just like shoves Chadwick out of the way and like beelines towards the bar. And I think we had gone through everyone.
No, I need to go.
No,
still.
Skylar needs to go.
Skylar.
Skylar. I hand it to Skylar.
Yeah.
So Skylar is
Sweetie.
standing next to Lala when she says all this. So she's like, okay. So and she sees the change of path of the demon. So she's gonna start heading in that direction. She wants to get to the bar before the demon, which you said it was about halfway across the room.
Yep.
Okay. Then she's just gonna like book it for there. I don't know if I need to roll for that. Okay. And she's just gonna like, I can move and like do a thing, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So I'm like gonna just like start laying out some shots. Like just pouring, like just laying it out, like a whole row of them, just flipping over, like whatever alcohol's there, not even worrying about it. Just as many as possible in little shot glasses.
All right. Yeah, you get to the bar and start you've got your bottle of rye. I mean, it's also a bar, so
well, I'm keeping the bottle of rye. Like that is like it's set aside in case I need to use it. Like whatever alcohol is at the bar. Is there anything there?
Yes, absolutely there is. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just like expediting this bad choice she's about to make.
Yes. 100%.
When you drink with devils, someone's gonna end up on the floor.
Yeah, it seems like Skylar may have done that before.
Who knew? Yeah, you start laying out like a line of shots on the bar. Just whatever you have to hand. Horrible mixed drinks. And yeah, and she arrives at the bar and just you can see her like not wanting, like she's just fighting it. She picks up one and some of it spills on her. And it's like she's been splashed with acid. It just starts to, there's smoke rising off of her. And you can see like little bits. But she's fighting it all the way, but finally she just like takes a shot. And I mean, it's messy because she doesn't really have, you know, functioning lips at the moment. So she's basically just tilting her head back and dumping alcohol into the hole.
Girl, same.
And
shots.
But with each shot, like the resistance becomes less and less. Until finally she's just like hammering back shots like almost faster than you can keep pouring them.
Okay. Do I have a lighter or something? I'm going to say I have a lighter.
Yeah,
I'm a musician. I'm sure I imbibe on smoking items. So I'm going to start making like the light up shots. So she drinks them and they're setting her on fire at the same time.
Yay!
Awesome.
I love to see a combo technique.
Awesome. Okay, yeah.
For I was a bartender. And an artist and an artist. Magician. He takes one of the shots after she says that. Artist.
Yes. When they see you lighting shots, they look up at you with like this look on their face of like, oh, come on. And but they can't stop themselves. They are under this like massive compulsion to drink this noxious substance. And so they just the effect of the alcohol, which was very much like acid, there's just smoke coming off of them, and you can hear like sizzling and things like that. When the flaming shots hit, I mean, yeah, they just start going up. Lala could have told you that normally demons are pretty fire resistant. It sort of goes with the job, but when they've been weakened sufficiently with their specific item, they lose a great deal of that. And of course, all of the alcohol that's sloshing around in them, because they don't metabolize it and they just drank a whole bunch of it. So there is a little bit of a moment where they pause in the drinking, and they get this horrified look on their face. And I need you to make, Skylar, an athlete check for me, please.
Excellent. I like
this is going to be I will tell you the difficulty ahead of time. This is going to be difficulty
I got a 5.
6.
Oh shit. Darn.
Okay. Does anybody else you can spend a fate point to either re-roll if you want to invoke one of your.
I'm gonna invoke.
What is your born to run stunt?
Born to run is like literally like running fast, like moving around. But I feel like you don't learn that in school is probably like something that applies to drinking and setting demons on fire at the same time.
Okay. I'm going to say that buys you at least a tie. You realize that Can
I add from my vision board musician? Because I feel like drinking and being a musician goes together.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Okay.
I've run live sound on enough shows to know that. Yeah.
Oh, how about my day job, 5 o'clock world?
There you go.
Oh, no. Okay.
I mean, I really just about every aspect of an eye hunter's life feeds into them knowing about drinking and the effects of alcohol. So
this is what happens to when you name all of your aspects on your fate character sheet after rock songs.
Yeah.
Like it all can all be combined with alcohol very easily.
Yeah. Also, I want to just quickly shout out before we go any further. We have reached our goal, $1,000, everyone. Thank you so very much. That is $1,000 going to the Trevor Project, an absolutely fantastic cause. Couldn't be happier about that. And
keep it going.
Yeah,
there's still 20 minutes left.
Yeah, don't stop.
Give money, nerds. We did it.
Yeah, we're killing demons with alcohol. Come on, this is amazing.
Are you not entertained? Yeah. Okay. Yes, Vanita gets this horrified look. You would recognize it probably as somebody who you've seen it on the faces of like barflies and stuff before. This is someone who had reached the point of alcohol consumption that they are about to explode. But whereas those people would be in need of a toilet, Vanita is literally about to explode. But you are able to sort of like recognize that and duck down behind the bar.
Right. I'm gonna shout like a warning too.
Did you just make a walking Molotov cocktail?
Did. Yeah. How hard rock is that, man?
Holy metal.
Yeah. And
That's
as soon
right, Rob.
as soon as Skylar shouts that out,
She's gonna
Um,
blow.
I mean, I am right
Literally.
now.
and yeah, Vanita explodes. There is demon everywhere. Yeah. If you want to try and dodge it, we're reaching the end, so the physical stress is not going to mean a lot to you. You do take some physical stress. I mean, you basically get blown off your feet. Pause to allow Persephone to make a comment about being blown off their feet.
I was gonna be good. I was gonna behave. I was
No,
gonna
you
be.
weren't.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, maybe this imp boy can just totally rock my world. You know.
I mean,
She's always good, especially when she's bad.
Mhm. And I'm
All right.
always bad. Bad.
Hey,
All
y'all,
right.
demon guts taste like the literal worst Long Island I've ever had. Don't let it get in your mouth.
yeah. And
Do
I
some
mean,
washing tonight.
all of the imps are down. They're not getting back up.
Behaving again.
I
I
know,
said
but-
little death, not fully die.
But see,
Damn
now it's fun for me to like lob these easy shots at you and watch you not take them. Anyway,
Lob an easy shot? Are you just talking about me?
What's did Chadwick also like die? What did he do?
no, Chadwick is covered. He was far enough away from the blast that he didn't take the full brunt of it. The imps basically died because what was holding them here was the Duke.
Yeah.
So now there's just a variety of like empty husks of human lying around the room. And Chadwick is
Duke.
and and Chadwick is covered in, you know, Vanita basically, and is looking shocked and dismayed. Bryce, who has been standing at the back of the room diligently filming all of this for you, is just like yeah, still holding the camera high above his head so we can get that high angle you've been asking for. And is just like, again, spattered in Vanita. And
Bryson, were you recording live for this? You should be live.
yes.
Okay,
wasn't that what you
good.
wanted?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it's what I wanted.
When you look back, he gives you a thumbs up and continues on. Wipes some of it off of his face and
Is
yeah.
Bryson cute? Sorry, I just gotta. I need a hot check on our NPC.
Is
please.
Bryson cute? Is he?
Yeah.
I mean, sure. I don't know. I don't know what does D
Roll
consider
for
cute?
cuteness.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll about it.
Okay. What do you want to roll?
Is he tall?
Okay,
Jason just sent that in the chat.
I got a 2.
Okay.
So I've made this mistake before. We're good.
Okay.
That's just a private thought for D. I'm not gonna worry
Yeah.
about it. But he's hot enough and has done his job properly.
Which is
I
just the
mean-
biggest turn on of them all.
Yo, active listener and
decent
tall
look-
enough. Let's go.
Decent listener, tall enough, and actually competent. It's rare.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he's made up for leaving Lukita.
I mean,
Yeah, we're there now.
Okay.
I mean, when you take an exploding demon to the face, it you know, forgives a lot
I
of sins.
mean,
Not the first won't be the last, but we appreciate.
we appreciate
Oh.
your donation.
Yep, that's the phrasing we went with. Okay.
Mhm.
So Yeah, you have defeated the demon. About like 5 or 10 minutes later, Brenda, Ms. Turnquist, shows up with like a number of the security staff, and they're sort of like looking around and in horror at what has happened.
You're the cleaning
But
crew, right?
oh
We're
yeah,
not.
That's a
not part of our
callback.
job.
No, that's
And I just put the gun under my arm and clap.
yeah. And they're like, yep, we'll, oh God, okay, we need to shut in. She begins the process of like shutting down the banquet hall and like locking that down so that people don't wander in here, and like getting the cleaning crew on it, and sending the rest of the executives home, because obviously this whole thing is a there is not going to be a zombie hunt.
Give them business cards as they're leaving. Like, if you need anything, just like.
Yeah. I mean, this all takes the next little while. We're going to fast forward it. You have successfully hunted down the demon that was going to cause problems here.
I have a show on Thursday night here.
And
she's handing out her business cards. I'm handing out my flyers for the show, like right now.
As an epilogue to all of this, Brenda makes good on the renegotiated contract. So you have this money coming to you. As you're sort of, this is like the next day, you've cleaned up, you've showered them however many times you feel you need to shower in this particular instance. And there's like sort of a knock at your at the door to your your quarters. So whoever's in the common area can answer. There is an older gentleman at the door. Sort of got salt and pepper hair going on. Looks to be a very fit, very, very fit 60s.
Oh, he's my type. I'll answer the door.
Yeah, I mean, you can see him through the door. The door is like one of those like glass things that has a and he answers the door and he's like, oh, well, good afternoon. Are you you would be Lala, would you?
I'm whatever you want me to be. Hi, what's up? What's good?
Oh. Well, may I come in?
Absolutely.
Excellent. He steps in. Well, he's like, I want to thank you and apologize. Sorry, my name's William Lindsay. I'm the CEO of MacGuffin Technologies. Maybe you did you enjoy the dinner I sent along?
Oh, that was you.
Oh yes, I have to apologize. A man in my position acquires a great number of skills over the years, and I was aware of the issues happening here at Sigma Eros, and Chadwick's unfortunate inclinations towards demons. I needed
You
to.
knew he was inclined towards demons. What did he put, demon fucker, on his resume?
I mean,
It's yours.
almost made it.
Almost made it.
William laughs. He's like, well, I mean, after a while, they may as well have written that. You learn to pick out the signs. In any case, I needed to deal with all of this without getting my own hands dirty. I couldn't just have Chadwick taken care of.
So you used us.
Oh, absolutely. I used you in a good cause.
How
Um,
very corporate of you. You couldn't have hired us with a contract saying, please investigate this and take care of it. Wouldn't that have been more straightforward?
I mean, it might have been, but
Okay, I liked you better when you walked in.
well, that's fair. I
Can we
thought that
get to the
affected.
point? Can we get to the point, please?
Oh, absolutely. I just wanted to come by and personally thank you for looking after my employees and
Mhm.
making sure that they got out safe.
Mhm.
Just want to let you know this is and he hands cards to each of you. I'm assuming at this point the rest of you are either in the room or he's like, these are my personal numbers and contacts. There's probably a handful of people in the world that have this information. If you ever need a favor at any point in time, please get in touch with me.
Mm.
You've done a great service here. Personally, I think the hunting of the hungry dead, regardless of where they're sourced from, is abhorrent. And I'm glad to see this facility fail.
Mm.
Of course, it doesn't help that we're, planning to be the Canadian partner for iHunt. So this has sort of solidified things. They owe us one now, and that's also thanks to you.
D, what do you make of this guy?
D, who was just sort of sitting with her hands over her mouth in the back, just goes, "Is the Canadian one called A Hunt? I'm sorry. Oof. I wasn't
Ooh.
listening. I was just sitting on that. Oh God. He seems like a real piece of shit, but I will take that freebie. Medical school's expensive. I would like to not
Yeah.
have to pay for that. So
Yeah,
can
that's
you do
fair.
that and just make us famous? I don't know. What's
Oh,
the statute of limitations on this, dude? You're
Yeah,
like
that's
a
favorite. That's what I was
old
wondering.
white dude entrenched in power, and I feel like you could do literally anything. So like, what am I
No.
allowed to ask for? Can I ask for more wishes? Is this like a genie thing? And then she covers her mouth again. She realizes that she will just do that forever.
And he's looking at you for a moment, and then he's like, "A Hunt. Oh, that's not bad." In any case,
That's what you took away from all of this. And she gets up and walks out the room.
D.
He-
We'll go after D.
Yeah.
while he's saying that, he's taken out his cell phone and has like punched some buttons and smiles and puts it away. To the rest of you, it's like, yeah, I understand. I'm not a nice man. I don't pretend to be a nice man, but I try to be decent. So no, there is no statute of limitations on these. If you need a favor, call me. You have it. You've looked after my people, and that means a lot. And you've helped me get rid of this, and hopefully I'm in a position now that I can snatch up Sigma Eros at a fraction of what it would have cost before, and to make sure it doesn't do this again.
Oh wow, this was a whole ass takeover. Okay. By the way, Bryson and Lukita, they get big raises.
Oh, aye. Everyone's getting a big raise out of this.
Okay. But
Lala will
specifically
peep
those
out of
two,
the room with D and go, "That's to avoid a lawsuit," and pop back in.
Yeah.
Aye, that's fair.
Mhm.
All right. And with that, he says his goodbyes and leaves. He's still tapping away on his cell phone. And he makes his way off. And that is the end of iHunt Under the Influence. Thank you so very much for coming out to play with me. As an epilogue to the epilogue, D, when you get back to the city, you're like, even with this money that you're getting from this, medical school is expensive. And I mean, this was going to like cover a lot of your expenses and maybe get you a head start on like a semester or two. Except when you get back, you've got like an email notification from the registry's office at the university confirming that your like the rest of your studies have been fully paid for. You are currently up to date and you are, paid up through the end of medical school, basically.
He immediately calls Lala and is just like sobbing on the phone, like, I learned negotiations from you and I can't believe that worked.
No, sweetie, I'm glad I could help you. And don't worry, you'll help when I get grievously injured on another hunt. So
Oh my God,
it's
whatever
fine.
you need, whenever, like, do you want to be roommates?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
cool.
Do you want to go on a date?
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, let's go out. Let's go out. I'm tired of rich, icky men.
Yes,
Let's go.
please.
Yeah, let's go.
Skylar's
Let's go on a
giving you
date.
free tickets to her show.
Yeah.
Super romantic.
Heck yeah. Like it was like a cute dinner in like a little bistro, and then we walk into a rock show just like, ugh.
Yeah.
This is great.
This is like totally awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so loud.
I know. I can't hear myself think. It's kind of nice for once.
I love you too. What?
I love you.
All right.
Oh my
Well,
God.
thank you so much, everyone. Has there been any movement since we hit our goal? No?
No.
Yes, no?
We're closing out at 1,000, but I'm going to leave it up for a few
Yeah.
days still. I know folks are going to catch this a little bit later, and so I just want to give people a chance to enjoy and participate and maybe get in the prize pool. Because, if you want to tell people about it, the prize pool is relatively small. It's like maybe 18 or 20 people, so your chances of winning something are pretty good. So keep that in mind. And we'll put this over on YouTube for the playlist, or just by itself. I guess it's one playlist of video, but I don't know. I don't know how computers work, but that's probably going to work. And I just want to thank all of you for coming out and doing this and raising money for the Trevor Project. And this has been so fun. I was saying in our Zoom chat that my smile muscles hurt because I've just been dying over here behind the scenes, and this
Only
has
a
been
little
fantastic.
dark.
I
It's
really
fine.
am glad
Just a little what?
I just got to be a fly on the wall and do that, and that's
Nice.
this was super awesome. So thank you, everyone. We should probably go around and let everyone know where they can find you and your work and what's up. Kimmy, do you want to go first?
Sure, I'll go
We'll
first.
just go around the clock.
Yeah. So I'm Kimmy. You can find me at Golden Lasso Girl. I'm a cosplayer. I'm a game designer. I'm a gamer sometimes. I do lots of nerdy things. I run the Happy Jacks RPG network, and I'm also goldenlassogames.com if you want to find the games that I have made for people to play. Hold on.
Abria.
Hi, I'm Abria Iyengar. You can follow me on social media at Quiddy, Q-U-I-D-D-I-E. I stream and write all over the place. On Mondays, you can catch me on D&D's Twitch channel playing Rime of the Frost Maiden with the Chaos Initiative crew. Tuesdays will eventually be for Salt Bay Court of Thorns, which we just announced with a cool one-shot featuring Brennan Lee Mulligan, so you can go check that out. We streamed it last week on Saving Throws channel and YouTube channel. On Fridays, you can catch me over on Pixel Circus's channel with Failed Save, which is a D&D actual play with a bunch of incredibly funny humans. I have a podcast called Storybenders. It releases sometimes Mondays. That's about Avatar: The Last Airbender, where we go through episode by episode and kind of dissect it for like all of its interesting writer bits. Other than that, I hate doing the announcement. There's like 3 very big, very cool projects coming up. So please keep following for those big, dope things I can't talk about yet. That's it, I think.
One, given the game today, I love that Captioner turned it into Rhyme of the Frost meeting, which sounds like
that feels right.
Either a meeting I really want to go to or really don't want to go to. And 2, thank you for Anonymous, another $200. I don't so many people have contributed anonymously today, and really, I thank you so much. I understand why people want to give anonymously sometimes, and it's not unnoticed. Please, it is. I'm so grateful. Thank you.
I have one more thing.
Another 10.
Oh yeah, Abria, go ahead.
What? There's another $10. Thank you for those $10. Also, I do believe Lighthearted's Kickstarter is still going.
Yeah.
We are fully funded. My stretch goal has been unlocked, and there's a lot of cool stuff there. Like primary artist, Blue Troller Minerva is in the chat too. So check it out if you like 80s and you like Magic Systems and the fun intersection of coming of age tales and Fireball. You will love this RPG so much, so please go check it out.
Neon laser magic, it's so good.
And great. Oh, Blue Troller too. If you want to put a link to the Kickstarter in chat, that'd be great. I don't have that right in front of me right now, but feel free. Okay, Abria, was that everything?
Sure.
That is such a mood. I feel that deep in my ADHD-ridden soul.
Yeah.
Okay. Brent, who are you? How did you get in here?
Well, I'm actually going to try and start the video up again for this one.
please
There
do.
we go. Hey. All right. Hey, everyone. My name is Brent Jans. I'm a freelance TTRPG and speculative fiction editor. And I do a lot of stuff for indie publishers in the TTRPG world. Similar to everyone else, I have about 4 editing projects that are going to release later on in the year that I can't talk about yet, but I will announce those when they become available. Actually, one that I can talk about right now, I'm working on the Unbreakable releases that are happening this year. So keep your eye out for those. There are 4 books coming down through the one being released each quarter, and I am working on at least 2 of them. Other than that, you can find me on Twitter at Dorklord Canada. You can find me here on It's Probably Okay Twitch channel, moderating on Friday evenings and Saturday mornings and any other time that I'm able to get in. And that's about all I have going on. The only other thing I want to say is, 2 things actually. Again, thank you very much to everyone who has donated. Thank you very much to our prize sponsors, Roll20 and Machine Age Publishing. You've been absolutely fantastic, and your support means a lot. And if you want to pick up a lot of really excellent tabletop role-playing game stuff from the indie developers and stuff like that, do yourself a favor and search the hashtags ZineQuest or ZineQuest3 on Twitter. You will find the ZineQuest is going on Kickstarter right now. There is just a ton of really excellent tabletop gaming stuff that you can pick up from some really amazing up and coming creators, and it's all really accessible. So please do that and make our hobby better.
Great. Persephone.
Hi, I'm Persephone. You can find me at Persephorath on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram. I think that's it. And TikTok too. I am a cosplayer, model, TTRPG content creator, and also a video game streamer. I will actually be going live on my Twitch immediately after this, probably, playing either Hades or Eichenfell if I can get the download to go through, but it hasn't yet. So, upcoming projects that I have. Oh, what's up, Bria?
No, I just was excited about Hades. I love it so much.
I play it too much, but it's fine.
No such thing.
So, upcoming projects I have, Critical Love is basically one of my big projects that's coming up. It hasn't been announced the dates yet, but I'm going through auditions and those will be announced this week. And I also have a project that I'm doing on Encounter Roleplay called God's Gambit, which I am DMing, and that will run at the end of this month. We're waiting on an exact date, but it'll be forthcoming, so definitely follow me on Twitter for that. I also have my own D&D actual play podcast called Fast Times at D&D High, which is like my baby. And we do a lot of editing and a lot of high production value stuff for it, and we work our asses off on it. So if you want to check out all of that, please do.
And Candy.
Hello, I'm Candy. I am the executive producer of Dicey Amazons Entertainment. Also am the dungeon/game master for all of the Dicey Amazons games. We currently do a lot of stuff. Mondays, you can catch us live usually with Otaku Outhouse, our anime review show. On Tuesdays, one of our other Amazons does a show called A Blurred of This and That. And so all of the nerdy stuff, all of the news rants, poetry, comics, it's a really good, great show. After that, on Saturdays, we host a show called Vibrant Legends, which is a indie one-shot show with a rotating cast of BIMPOC players. So if you are BIMPOC and want to just come hang out on some one-shots, you can check us out at Dicey Amazons pretty much everywhere. And then on Sundays is the Dicey Amazons TTRPG Day. We just started today our first session of Modern Mythics, which is using Jason's game, Demigods.
Now, what's Demigods?
God damn it, Abria.
Demigods is an amazing powered by the apocalypse game. And already session 1 had so much fun today. Thank you so much. I've been like scouring the internet for like the perfect game for us to play. And this is perfect. So thank you so much, Jason, for allowing us to play that. And I can't wait to see where our story goes. But other than that, like I said, you can find us everywhere at Dicey Amazons, all over the internet. And I think that's all I have right now.
Awesome. Yeah, it's actually really, you got to go check it out. It's really fun what they're doing over there. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for us today. I'm Jason. The channel is It's Probably Okay. Normally Sundays going forward are going to be my the dev diary, where I work on Demigods, like finishing the book, and then whatever the next project is, I'll be doing that, working on that live and answering questions and doing all that. Wednesdays are Permadeath Wednesdays. I play games that are hard and kill you a lot, and for some reason that's enjoyful for me. I got it. We got there in the end.
You got it, yeah.
Fridays are Friday Fly Day. It's it's the opposite of Permadeath Wednesday. So Friday Fly Day with a friend most of us know, Sam DeLev. We have a two-player No Man's Sky setup that's very chill and just fun and creative. And Saturday mornings we have tabletop game set in Star Wars universe, GM'd by Blythe Kala 93, which if you're not following her, you definitely should. We've got a really fun story going, a really fun cast. I get to play in that one, and it's a real hoot. So
Say the name.
It's called Silence in the Force, and it's Saturdays 10 a.m. Pacific time. So that's I think that's it. Oh, Golden Lasso Girl, thank you for the subscription on the channel. That's much appreciated.
Like this content, I will subscribe.
And thank you again to everyone who donated today. This has been so awesome. It's been something I've wanted to do for a long time. Having Brent come on to GM and all these awesome people come on to play was the opportunity to try and do a charity stream that I've been wanting to do since starting the channel last spring. Was not even a year yet. So been really wanting to do a charity stream, and this was a lot of fun. So I'm so glad we got to do it. Thank you again, everybody. Thank you to all of the folks who got to come and play today. You're awesome and amazing, and I'm so lucky that I got all of you. I mean, not Abria, but everyone else. Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Lies, slander.
It's true.
So lucky. I'm so
Um,
happy that I got to play with all of you for the first time.
Yeah, it was
Me
amazing.
It was
too.
so much fun.
And there will be a slightly tidied up version of this over on YouTube once I get a chance to clip out our breaks and stuff, and then we'll feel free to go over there, tell your friends about it. And you know what? Even when our fundraiser is shut down, the Trevor Project always needs more funds. There are a lot of good charities that they're in affiliation with as well, so you can find all kinds of groups to help out with at their website. So thank you again, everyone. Thank you, everyone in the chat, everyone who came and hung out today and spread the word and made donations and all of that stuff. You are loved and appreciated, and I look forward to seeing you next time.
Yeah.
Bye.
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 Doodles.